Wag wag leads, you're listening to the funniest podcast in the game from the heart of Liverpool with Adam, Dan, Sensei Carl and Finn. This is the one and only Have a Word.
Brought to you by Manscaped, the very best products on the market for below the waist grooming.
Go Ed, get on me.
How are we?
How are we? What the fuck have you been up to? Little Rowie dream bags.
Mad, innit? I've had a quite wild 72 hours.
No, let me tell you what I've been up to.
Go for it.
No.
Was
Was that pastry nice?
What?
Was that pastry nice?
Honestly, it's one of the best things that's ever been in my mouth. Pistachio.
Yeah.
Fluflafluffin.
Oh, Fluflafluffin. Paris is well known for the Fluflafluffins.
Oh.
So, what were you doing? We recorded on Monday, and off you fucked.
And now it's Wednesday.
And now it's Wednesday. What have you been doing since you walked out of this door and then you walked back in it half an hour ago?
Well, so here's what happened. Last week, Dave Chappelle announced some work in progress shows in London.
Yeah.
And I noticed, like, we spoke about this on the Patreon. I had Friday night off. So me and Jack were like, we can go into London and go and watch one of those shows. And I text Ian, who's my like guy at Live Nation, and I was like, can I have 2 comp tickets for the Chappelle show at Leicester Square Theatre? And he just didn't get back to me because he's a busy man and it happens. And I don't get back to him most of the time. So I just bought 2 tickets, right? So then on the day I texted him, I was like, oh, I'm going tonight. Are you going to be at the show? And he's like, why have you bought tickets? And I was like, because you didn't get back to me. And he went, look, any of my client shows you can always get into. He's like, you're a client of mine. I'll just, don't,
Nice.
like, just assume it. And I was like, right, okay. And as a joke, I went, just get me on the bill. And then all is forgiven. And he texted me back and was like, I can't make it work tonight, but do you want to do Monday and Tuesday? And Tuesday's in Paris. And
Let
I
me
was
just
like,
check my diary. Yes.
I was like, yeah, I can do that, yeah. So I went to London on Monday after the pod record, did a set with him at Bush Hall, which is a venue I'd never heard of until last week.
Shepherds.
Yeah, Shepherd's Bush, but it's like this old, so it looks like a town hall.
All right.
But he's obviously filled it on like days' notice, and it's he had like a girl called Ashley Barnhill opening as well, Aziz Ansari, me, and then he did like an hour and 20 minutes of new stuff. Just wild. And then Paris, I've never been to Paris really.
Now, were they like, hey, they're going to have a look at you on Monday before you get Paris?
No,
or was it all just...
I already had.
Oh,
both of
nice.
them, yeah. And he knew me. First of all, so I get there, and he's not there initially. Like, we've met him before. Obviously, we went out for a Chinese when he was in Liverpool. But he was so hammered that night that the next night when me and Carl went backstage at the arena, he didn't seem to recognise us. So I was not going to, like... The night after we went for the Chinese room in Liverpool, I wasn't going to be like, oh, we met last night. By the way, you were just too drunk to remember.
Plus, there was half the Liverpool comedy scene to turn up, but yeah.
So when he arrives just before I'm about to go on. So like the first act was on. He has a DJ who brings everyone up. So there's a DJ who goes, first act's Ashley Barnhill, give it up for Ashley Barnhill. She goes on, she comes off, he plays a couple more tunes. And then
The DJ gets people on.
yeah.
I love it.
And he gets everyone going as well.
I fucking love
He
it.
gets you standing up and dancing in the
Oh
crowd,
my
It
God.
was really funny when he said,
The old Def Jam rules.
essentially.
That's what they did at
So
Def Jam
true.
Yeah,
back in the day. Yeah.
and that was the really funny bit because he comes in the dressing room and he goes, right, what do you want to come on to? And Aziz Ansari's like, give me something off Carter 3 by Lil Wayne, and Ashley Barnhill's like, give me this, whatever. And I went, can I have Beer Never Broke My Heart by Luke Combs? And he went, can you write that down so I can find it?
This feels like a self-inflicted hate crime.
He's playing hip hop like seamlessly, mixing them all for like an hour and a half for the show, and then it's bam 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 class. But he gets there as Ashley's on, so I'm sort of waiting for Ashley to do the last 5 minutes so I can go on. And he comes in, and I was like, "You're right, lad. Adam, nice to meet you."
All right, lad. To Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
I think I know your brother.
I'm like, "You're right, lad, yeah." And he goes, "Yeah, what's your name?" And I was like, "Adam." And he goes, "Oh shit." He goes, I've heard so much about you from comics back home. He's like, and
In my face.
he's like, I was so excited when they said you were doing these shows with us. I'm really grateful for you being here. And I was like, mate, I'm just grateful to be part of the show. And he's like, yeah, I've heard a lot of stuff. And he said, I don't blow smoke. He's like, I really don't do that. He's like, if I'd not heard, I wouldn't say it. He's like, I've heard nothing but great things. I'm very excited you're doing it. And then he goes,
It's disgusting.
we've met before. And I went, yeah. We went for the Chinese in Liverpool after you did like 2 hours at the comedy club. And he goes, oh, yeah, we did, didn't we? And for the Chinese with big Jeff Ross. And I was like, yeah, we did. I can't believe he plucked that memory out.
Imagine if he was like, and Simon Wozniak.
The shit he's done.
Was Rob Thomas there?
The shit he's done since then.
And
he's remembered that.
yeah, and he was so hammered that night. And he's like, he gets hammered every show. Like every single show, he's on stage drinking tequila and just, he will literally just go, can I have another drink? And someone just appears with another tequila with a tonic water.
That's what Laura likes.
And it was class. And then, so after the London show, he had a lot of people backstage in this tiny room. And then they started sort of leaving to go to a bar. But I had to get the Eurostar at 8 the next morning to Paris. Because I booked it so I could have a bit of a day in Paris rather than getting there like afternoon and going straight to the show. So I called it. I was like, everyone's more drunk than me already. And I'm just going to go to bed and get to Paris.
And you want to go to Paris and smash it.
Yeah. And also they added a late show in Paris, which is also so unbelievably funny. So his tickets, like he charged a lot, even though it's a work in progress. They're £127, right? £127.
Jesus Christ.
What?
£127.
How much are yours, Dan, for Dan Nightingale?
They're 1/10 of that price,
£12.70.
including booking fee.
127 quid. He'd sold Paris out, and we're backstage in London, and Ian comes in and goes, Dave, do you want to do a late show tomorrow in Paris? Do you want to just add another one? And he goes, yeah, let's do that. So yesterday morning at 10 a.m., they put a 10 p.m. show on sale for that night. 12 hours notice, £127 a ticket, sold out. Like, imagine having the power to do that.
Any city, any time, sold out.
It's Paris. It's not like it's
Not even like everyone speaks English. It's
So stupid.
In fact, like
if it was
of all-
Holland or
of all the countries in Europe, it's the
Scan-
least
yeah.
English-speaking one, isn't it? They're quite.
what did the lad from the agency in America say? It's that Paris is the last one to come round to like, yeah, English speaking comedy is great.
They hate
Like,
English people and they hate
it's
English
been
language.
it's been until recently they're like, if it's English speaking, they're not into it.
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, late show, fucking amazing.
class. So yeah, got to Paris yesterday. Had a proper day. Jack.
Hang on, how was the gig on Monday? I don't want to rush. I don't want to rush it. I've been literally waiting for this story. We have had radio silence. I'm like, come on. How was the gig? What were the crowd like? Were they hardcore Chappelle fans?
I mean,
or
they're
were
paying
they
127 quid on a day's notice, so they.
But yeah. But were fun to play to.
Just an absolute piece of piss.
Ah, love it.
Like it's. I wasn't even remotely nervous. Not that I ever really get nervous anyway, but occasionally if I'm filming something I get a bit of like, oh, we've got to nail this. I just knew it'd be fine.
Yeah.
And I knew what to do. I knew how to pitch it because I'm a Chappelle fan. So in my head, I'm like, I know what they want. Do you know what I mean?
How long did you get?
I did 10 in London and 15 twice last night. But I did a bit I haven't done for 2 years. I did me Liverpool terror attack bit.
Yeah.
Because I was like, his openers all did really well, but they're doing their own thing and they're doing what they sort of do. And in my head, I'm like, this is a Chappelle crowd who want something that's like I've thought through, like a well-reasoned argument for something being like, say the awful thing and then defend it. Do you know what I mean? Like my favorite style of comedy. And I thought I haven't got a bit in my back catalogue apart from maybe the Victoria's Secret routine. But I didn't want to do trans stuff to Chappelle's crowd.
No.
I thought that like
Because it looks like you're pandering and yeah.
So I thought the terror attack bit is about 7 minutes. I'll just do that and then I'll see how long I've got left.
When was the last time you did the terrorism bit?
2 years ago.
Do you have to, just comic to comic? Because if I don't do a joke for 2 years, I'm like, I did a thing, and I think that someone said something, and I do a voice.
I watched me clip twice.
Nice.
I watched the clip of it twice, and I was like,
cool.
I've got it.
Cool.
And then I didn't miss a line, and it worked really, really well. It's such a good bit. It was my favourite bit of that show.
The look
by
at
a
the
difference.
little,
just all of it, and I forgot. Like I also forget that, you know, on my tour I'd never do an old bit again. No. And like if I'm filming a special, you never do something you've done on a previous thing. But when you're doing a show like that, you can just go, and grab an old bit that you love doing because these people have definitely never seen it. And I sort of forget that you can just do that. Do you know what I mean? I'm always sort of like forward thinking and what am I doing next? Like once something's done, I feel like I'm done with it. It was so fun to go. I love performing this bit and I haven't done it for 2 years and I've got every right to just do this bit. And it fucking burnt the house to the ground. Like, Ashley is first opener. She went on and she did well. But you could tell, when I said it was a piece of piss, you could tell the audience are a bit like, another sports act, right? Still not Chappelle on. Okay, cool. And we don't know him either. We don't know Ashley. We don't know Adam. Like, when Aziz Ansari went on, they go, oh, fuck, someone from Netflix. But when I first go on, you can see them going, right, go on, what are you going to do then?
Yeah, been polite for the first one. Yeah. We sort of expected this. 2, is there 3? Yeah. How many is there?
Yeah. But like that bit. So I just had like a nice, I thought I found like a nice in for it. So I just started, I went, yeah, my name's Adam, I'm from Liverpool. It's a great city. The only difference between like being from a good city like Liverpool in the UK and being from somewhere like London or anywhere in the US is that when something happens in our city, after a while, no one really gives a fuck about it apart from us. So like, nice. Like if you're in London, everyone remembers stuff that happens here. If you're in America, everyone remembers stuff because it's world news. And then I went, do you know Liverpool had a terror attack 2 years ago and no one can remember it? But then as you start telling the story, some people go, oh yeah. They do sort of remember it. And it's so ridiculous. And like for 30 seconds, I can see them going, where's he going with this? But by the time I'm on like the third punch of it, they're like, oh no. And they know they're in safe hands then. And especially because you're doing something that
interesting,
and you've got to be good to be doing a bit like that. So they sort of go, oh, that's why he's on. They initially they go, why? Who the fuck's this? And then that becomes, why don't I know this guy?
Yeah.
Once you've got them, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can feel the change. There's like a little moment. Ian was watching it on the balcony. Like there's like a VIP section, and he was like, I literally heard a fella turn to his mate and go, who's this? And then 2 minutes later, he literally went, oh, fair play. Like, they were the two things he ain't heard him say. It's just so fucking satisfied. Like, all I want to do in that is do a good job, do you know what I mean? And, yeah, class. I had a great day in Paris, went to a few places Jack recommended for, like, pastries and coffees and food.
For the falafel fluffum.
For falafel.
Yeah. Was it just, what was it? Just a fancy croissant? No.
Pistachio, like, swirly thing.
Oh, yeah.
Escargot.
They sell them in Lunco.
Did he?
Yeah.
It's the oldest bakery in Paris, and like there was a queue outside it with loads of French people like looking for bread and that.
Smart people.
I can't believe how nice Paris is.
Yeah,
I heard it was a shithole, and it's not.
It is.
It's not.
No, if you're in the centre and the nice bits and the nice bright day, it isn't. But if it's a shithole at night, it is. I've been loads. It's a shithole.
It's not. It just isn't. Like, it was just fucking class.
Compared to where?
The Olympics is soon, so they've probably cleaned it up.
Yeah.
Because when I went last year, or 18 months ago, it was a shithole.
When did it have mattresses in the street? Was that about 6 months, a year ago? They had an infestation of bed bugs throughout the city. And people were like, cool, this, I haven't got anywhere to put it. And the tips aren't like, so they were just throwing fucking... Yeah. It's had its issues, hasn't it?
They've cleaned it up for the Olympics by the sounds of it, because it isn't a very
It's
nice.
got to be pretty nice, though, hasn't it? It's like a pretty beautiful, historic,
gorgeous.
It's
the
beautiful
architecture's
looking.
gorgeous. It's all cobbled streets. Like the aesthetic's unbelievable. Like all the trees are like blossoming. Like there's leaves and flowers on all the trees because we're coming into spring. Like even like the street lights are old and fan. Like it just looks like you're in a fucking postcard. It's class. I was walking around all day for like hours. I did about 30,000 steps just walking around Paris, getting food, getting a coffee.
I fucking love those days. How was the Eurostar? I've never been on Eurostar. Like, is it all right? Is it just basically a train in the dark?
It's not even in the dark. You're barely underground.
Is it?
Yeah. Like you go underground for 5-10 minutes and then you're in France.
Oh, wow.
Rapid, mate.
Because it goes, but it doesn't go like down from
It's
London.
not on the St Pancras, is it? It basically gets to Folkestone and not Folkestone.
Yeah, it goes east and then it gets to the bit where France is closest. That's where you cross. So yeah, Paris was great. Got to the venue yesterday. It's just a really nice theatre, maybe like 500 people. And yeah, did a couple of shows. Went downstairs and they're like, oh, we're going for dinner now. Do you want to come? And I was like, yeah, cool. And we get to this restaurant and we're greeted by, like, Chappelle's greeted by this French guy who sat there with some supermodel. And he's like, "Oh, what are the chances? Let's he was joking, like they planned to be there." And it just became apparent after about 10 minutes, this restaurant is shut. Like, it's closed and it's open because Dave Chappelle wanted some food after the show. So we're the only people in there. There's like 5 waitresses, but it's just us. There's no one else in there.
How many in the party?
So
because he's got to have a bit of an entourage. I mean, Schultz came with like 6 or 7 for the podcast, didn't he?
No,
yeah, I know he was on tour.
Not quite like that. So he's got a security guard. One sat at the table, one sat in the car outside. He's
Big
got
lad.
his logistics manager.
Right.
It was great. A girl called Liz. She just arranged all his travel and whatever.
Oh, that sounds good, doesn't it?
There was the guy who was there when we arrived and the girl he was with. There's a girl called Anushka, who's a French-Iranian comic who lives in Paris, lived in London for a while. She's gone back. She was great. And there was 2 girls who I think knew Anushka or knew someone. They'd come from the show as well. And his DJ Trauma, and me. And
You sat next to DJ Trauma.
Well, I'm sat...
Wicked.
I'm sat between Dave Chappelle and essentially a Mexican supermodel. And
Yeah.
Wow, that's awful. How do you go to bed?
Yeah.
but they're all so sound. And so
It's just another Tuesday for Rowie bags, isn't it?
So initially I'm just drinking Negronis, right? And then I'm talking to this girl and I'm like, "So what do you do for work?" And she goes, "Well, I've just quit my job actually."
What do you think I do, Adam? Look at me. I'm not doing split shifts, am I, you dickhead?
Well, you're wrong.
No.
So she goes, "I used to work in sales for a telecom company, like international sales, but I've just quit because I had a boss who I didn't like, and I've just decided that I'm going to make my own tequila and sell it, like around the world." She's like, "We're going to launch soon." And I was like, "Oh,
Have you been making that in your bathtub?
I was like, "That's fucking class." I was like, "I love tequila." I was like, "I love a Tommy's margarita." She's like, "What's a Tommy's margarita?" And I was like, "You don't know what a Tommy's margarita is? It's a twist on a margarita." She's like, "I've never heard of it." And the other girl goes, "I've never heard of it either." And I was like, "It's literally a classic cocktail." And they go, "It isn't." And I'm like, it is. There's a bar in San Francisco called Tommy's, which was ran by a Mexican family, and they wanted a cocktail that was more appealing to men, but was still tequila based. So they made a manly version of a margarita, which was being sold more to women at the time. And they were like, no. And I went, "I'll order one now. Like, it's not on the menu." I was like, "I'll order. They'll do it in here." And the girl opposite me goes, $15. $15 that this waitress hasn't got a clue what you're talking about.
The most random bet I have ever seen. Literally. These 2 notes, not 10, not 20, $15.
Yeah, I didn't even like twig it, that, to be honest with you. So I went, "She will though, you're going to lose." And she was like, "No, come on." So I shook her hand and the waitress comes over and I went, "Could you do me a Tommy's margarita, please?" She was like, "Of course, sir." And she goes away and they're both their heads fall off. And I'm like, "You can't be making your own tequila brand and not know what a Tommy's margarita is."
She's lying.
She was like, "No, she didn't."
Well, she needs to be better at her job.
Well,
That's
it's not a job
insane.
yet. But also, you don't have to know every tequila-based cocktail to make.
You should know one of the biggest.
It was mad. But also, this is the other mad thing. Like, because of the bet and that got the attention of the rest of the table, and nobody else on the table had heard of it either. Isn't that mad?
Margaritas in America are just like ice cream, though, aren't they?
Did they all try it?
The 2 girls did.
Did they like it?
Yeah.
The margaritas.
So the girl who lost the bet. So when the waitress come around with the drink, I was like, "I'll get it." And she's like, No. And I was like, "I'll just get it. I'm just happy I won the bet." And she was like, "No, a bet's a bet." She's like, "I'm paying for it." She's like, "This is the 15. Well, it was more like 35 or whatever. It was a very expensive bar. But they tried it. The girl who lost the bet said it was too sweet for her, but the other girl literally went, "Can I have one?"
So she's selling tequila just because she's fit and she knows it'll work.
I think she just really likes to.
Carl, you seem annoyed about this woman that you've not met. This fucking woman. Get back to sales. You don't even know what Tommy's margarita.
That's like me going, "Yeah, I'm going to sell Guinness," when I fucking don't even know anything about it.
Yeah, but you're not a fit woman that hangs out with Dave Chappelle, are you? Well, that's a fact.
She didn't know him. She didn't know Chappelle.
She just
knew
wandered
someone who
around
did.
looking for.
No, she knew. I think she knew Anushka was a comic, so she was friends with.
Anushka sounds, listen, respectfully, quite attractive. I
Yeah,
think you've
Anushka's got to be
Anushka's got to be
French,
cute.
Iranian.
Yeah, there was no one sat at the table.
There's no Munton.
No.
David, I don't know drinks.
But I was there till about
Collins.
3:30 in the morning, in a restaurant that was meant to shut at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
We're there till 3:30. And there was a moment, right, where I'm literally...
I'm giddy for him.
I've got a Tommy's margarita in my hand, and I'm just having a moment when I'm like, I just remember that I'm a lad from Dovey. I just have a moment where I just remember I'm a lad from Dovey, and I'm just like sat there like spinning me drink like that, and I'm looking at the Tommy's margaritas, and I'm like, I've just taught a Mexican woman what a Tommy's margarita is. And she's like supermodel. And she sat there, and her mate's sat there. And I'm sat next. I'm like, that's Dave Chappelle, who knew my name.
You did all this in your head. You didn't say out loud.
I think
it's
so.
a big thing, isn't it? I'm just a lad from Dovey.
But literally, I'm sat there like that, right? And I picked the worst moment to do this because the table just went quiet for a second. But I just went. I literally just went.
Oh shit! Adam Rose wistful.
And Chappelle goes, "What's funny, man?" And I went, "Nothing."
You're you, and she's fit, and this is close, and I'm pissed.
But we're.
Have you ever? I'll tell you, Dave. Have you ever heard of Dovey? Nope. Bad start.
Dan, if you had the power to open a restaurant at 3 a.m, what are you going for?
Dan's going Nando's, isn't he?
Go Nando's with Dave Chappelle and Vladivostka.
Would you go for Nando's?
No. Would I? Somewhere? What? Where am I? In Paris?
I know. Anyway, you just know that.
Oh, if
restaurant.
you've got if you're after a show, if you can finish a big show and just go anywhere. Oh yeah, it'd be such a way for you. You're like, guys, we're going to a little place called Pizza Express. Yeah, they do me garlic dough balls any time of night.
It was class. Anushka, because she's got like a sort of American accent, because all Europeans learn English from American English. And I was like, where's the French or Iranian? And she's like, I can speak in an Iranian accent. And then she just did like an Asian Scouse accent. And I made her let me film it. Because it's one of I was like, are you taking the piss? Are you trying to do me? Because it sounds like you're trying to do me. And she's going, no, this is me Iranian accent, man. You sound like Korean Billy.
Curtis Jones. What a win that was then, Dave.
All right, Dave. What a show that was then.
What the fuck is a Tommy's margarita?
And then she started videoing me trying to get her to like proper scouse it up, like trying to nail it. And I can't remember what I was trying to get her to say. But like I had to go syllable by syllable. Like when Phoebe's trying to teach Joey French. I think I was saying like, we've got to go to the bar for a drink. So I was going, we've gotta go to the bar
phonics
for a drink. And she's going, we? And I'm like, yeah. Got it. I'm like, yeah. And then I went, put it all together. And she goes, we gotta go for a bar for a drink. It was class. Also, I finally got a moment with Dave, and I went, Dave, can I just ask you a question? Because I've wanted to ask you this for years. I said, in Sticks and Stones, do you know what I'm about to say?
No.
Right. So, for those who haven't seen it before, Dave's obviously got a load of stand-up specials now on Netflix. My favourite one is Sticks and Stones. I'd put it in my top 5 of all time. And the reason I love it so much is the very start of the song, it has like a cold open. There's no welcome to stage Dave Chappelle. There's just like some quotes on stage, on the screen. No image. And you hear him before you see him, right? And he is speaking the lyrics of the Prince song, 1999, right? So before you see him, you just hear him say, I was dreaming when I wrote this. Forgive me if it goes astray.
Is this the one in the Washington Theatre?
Possibly.
That is the same place he filmed?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So he starts with that, and then he goes, ladies and gentlemen, we must never forget that Anthony Bourdain killed himself. And he starts doing his routine. He doesn't reference the fact that he's just started with a Prince song. He's not talking about the Prince song. He just does the lyrics at the start. Does a few bits about Anthony Bourdain. Then says another line from the Prince song, which was, sky was all purple. There were people running everywhere, trying to run from my destruction. You know I didn't even care. Doesn't mention it again. Goes back into doing his Bourdain routine. And then he does the next bit of the Prince song after a couple more minutes, which is they say 2000 party over, oops, at a time. So tonight I'm gonna party like it's 1999. He never mentions it. I've never seen him asked about it. I've never, like, when that special went out, it got a lot of critique for being transphobic and like being problematic and whatnot, which is something, you know, we don't need to discuss. But no review, no interview with him afterwards, no one who I seen comment on the special ever mentioned that at the start of the special. Like, no one's ever gone, I wonder why he's doing that. No one's ever asked, no one said, hey Dave, why did you do this? And I watched it, and the second time I watched it is when I noticed it, because when you watch it for the first time, you're just watching the special. And I was like, why is he doing that? And then I sort of thought I'd figured it out. And I think he's setting up not only the special, but the reaction to it as well, right? So the first line, I was dreaming when I wrote this, forgive me if it goes astray, but when I woke up this morning, could have sworn it was Judgment Day. I thought he was saying, this is going to be wild. You're just going to have to forgive me. It's going to go all over the gaff. You're just going to have to forgive me. Soz, right? In advance. The next line is, sky's all purple, people running everywhere, trying to run from my destruction, you know I didn't even care. And I think he was saying, everyone's going to go fucking ballistic over this. People are going to be running everywhere. But I don't care. I just don't give a fuck. And the last bit is, they say 2000 party over, oops, out of time. Tonight I'm going to party like it's 1999. And I thought he was saying, you can't say any of this shit anymore, but I'm going to act like it's 1999 and I can say whatever the fuck I want. And I watched that and was like, I think I've fucking figured that out. And I was gutted. Last time we met him, he was too drunk for me to ask him whether I was right about it. And I asked him last night, and he said, I'm the only person who's ever asked him about it, and I'm absolutely right.
That's sick.
And I've never been more like proud of myself as like a watcher of stand-up. I felt like, oh, I know what I'm talking about, mate.
Fucking code breaker.
Cool.
Yeah. Like when I brought it up, because he was in his dressing room, he brings this fucking JBL speaker to every show, and it's this big, and it's booming. And he turns all the lights in it, all of his dressing rooms red. It's like it's a non-negotiable. That's what they do for his dressing room. Loud music, red. He's pacing up and down, looking in the mirror before he goes on.
Oh, is it? He's not super chill.
No.
Oh, he's like
yeah.
Oh my God. I
never walks onto a walk on. Like the music's just blaring in the room. There's no intervals.
I would have pegged him as a real, just sat back, having a smoke, but he's actually more revved up.
No, it's not a million miles away from what you're thinking. He's just stood up, smoking and walking, and he looks calm, but there's just an energy of, we're going into battle.
Yeah.
He's like a calm general who's going into battle.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
I know the plan. I know what I'm doing.
But there's an intensity to it.
Yeah. But yeah, I went in and like it was after the show and I went, can I just have a word with you for a sec? I said, but we need to go outside because I need you to be able to hear me. And I could see him be like, fuck's sake, this opener that I met last night wants a fucking chat. Like I could see that was on his face. He's like trying to fucking vibe after the show.
I wonder if you've got any advice for me.
But when I brought the question up, I seen him light up. Because it was like he's gone, no one's got
that will really fucking stick with him.
Yeah.
If he remembers the Chinese, that is defo sticking with him. If you're the first person, I think that special was recorded in 99. Was it 98? It was about then. The first one.
Which one?
Anyway, I don't know. We'll have to research it.
But yeah, class.
Oh my God.
He wants me to go out to his
2000.
club in Ohio. He's just opened a club in Yellow Springs. And he's had Bear Kreischer there, Bill Bear there. And he's just like, you've got to come out.
By the way, could this be the future? Joe Rogan, Dave Chappelle. Could some of the big ones in the UK do it? Can we all just go,
Jason Manford tried it, but he tried to do fucking 93 of them all at once, didn't he?
I mean, Manford did it, and it was basically job creation. It's the soundest thing I've ever seen. Like, got his brother a job, anyone that worked at the Laugh-In that he liked, and ended up with gigs all over, and they're still running. Like, Pete Vincent does a good job of running them, and they're helping the circuit. How amazing would it be if everyone went, hey, I live here now, and I've opened this club, and off my name, it's going to run 3-4 nights a week. Oh my God, comedy would be so good for it.
I actually think it's going to be us.
I would like that very much.
I mean,
think
we did plan that on a flight in business class, and then just
Mate,
never
we
did
do.
it.
I think it'll be Manchester rather than Liverpool, though, unfortunately, for obviously we've got a large Scouse following, but you'd like.
There's these lads called Hot Water.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've heard of them, but
not
they are
only
smashing
just
it.
that, like we're friends with them. It's not that. And that is part of it. But Liverpool isn't massive. The catchment area for Manchester is probably like 6 or 7 times the size of Liverpool's in terms of getting people to go. And
Liverpool's one of them.
yeah,
Like people go to. No, you
it's
go
just
to,
a big
to music.
city with more people.
Well, what's like Merseyside? Probably 1.5 million people. If you really like throw Mersey like all the way up Sefton and fucking like to St Helens, where you could really argue that's 1.5 million, maybe 1.8 million people. I reckon if you did Greater Manchester and then factor in that there's places like Preston and Huddersfield on that main line, it's like it could be 3 or 4 million people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that'll be us eventually.
We said Manchester. I'd love to. That's the dream, innit? Have a weird comedy club. Yes, please.
Luckily, I've not got any close ties with any comedy clubs in Manchester, so
The thing is, though, there's so much room in Manchester that I don't think it would matter.
no. I think there's been a handful of clubs also, like good other good clubs will always be fine.
Yeah.
It just knocks shit out of the feeding pool, basically, doesn't it? The feeding pool. Yep, that's a turn of phrase that everyone's definitely heard.
I've knocked shit out of that.
Knock
feeding
shit
pool.
out of the feeding pool. Oh yeah, done.
Who's put all this shite in the feeding pool?
Dave, can I have a word with you outside? I need you to be able to hear me. We need to knock some shit out of the feeding pool. You heard of St Helens? Catchment area for both.
But yeah, a class few days, wild. I can't wait to go back to Paris. I'm going to go back. I think this summer, so I'm not going to Edinburgh. I finally called it off. I'm not going to do it. I don't think I can afford to be away from home for a full month this year because of other stuff going on. But I think once a fortnight for a weekend over the summer, I might just fuck off. It won't affect this because I'll go on a Thursday and come back on a Monday morning. I might just go and do some European cities on my own.
Oh my god, so good.
I'd love to travel on my own.
If you can, especially with a gig,
really
if you can fucking.
I don't even care about that.
Oh really? I
said
love
the
having
other
a
day,
gig
she
at
was
the
like,
night.
yeah, I'd love to do that too. As much as I love experiencing things with her, I don't know if I like travel on
Starting
your
to
own.
do Reading.
I've done Amsterdam on my own. That was a lot
I'd
of fun.
love to do something.
Yeah, but you're never on your own in Amsterdam, are you? You've always got sweet, sweet Mary Jane
the
with you.
demons.
I've told you I was listening to the pilot of the first episode of this on my own in Amsterdam, wandering around.
That mate, full rhombus.
You were like, I want to get in that feeding pool. That was one of my all-time favourite half hours of you monologuing. I'm not joking. I'm putting that right up there. I've enjoyed every second of that. And I love the fact that you humoured me to slow it down to tell me about every little bit. Because you were like going, I wanted every fucking detail there. Oh,
Yeah, it's fucking easy to
satisfying.
edit as well.
That was so satisfying. Let's have a break. We'll see you in a sec.
What's happening, lids? Listen, the time has nearly arrived. On Saturday, the 18th of May, I'm doing my final tour date at the M&S Bank Arena in Liverpool. There's still some tickets left. It's the biggest show I've ever headlined, but it's not just me going to be there. I'll be doing my hour, but I've got a few of my mates coming to do stand-up, and I've got some surprise musical guests. It's going to be absolutely unbelievable. I'm so excited, and the final tickets have just gone on sale, and they're on adamrowe.co.uk. You can also get them on the M&S Bank Arena website and Ticketmaster, but all the links to all of them are on adamrowe.co.uk. Come and be part of the biggest night of my career so far, and I'm going to blow the roof off the gaff. Please come and see us.
And come and see me doing Dan Nightingale and Fiends, some of my favourite rooms around the country and one in Dublin. Some of my favourite comedians with me, messing around with filming it all. Dan Nightingale and Fiends. It's at dannightingale.com.
And if you haven't already, why are you not signed up at patreon.com/haveawordpod, one of the biggest Patreons on the planet? This podcast, this independent podcast based out of Liverpool, is one of the biggest Patreons in the world. Why? Because you get value for money. You get early access to these public episodes. You get an extra episode every single week. And every month, you get a Patreon special. And you get access to the entire back catalogue as soon as you sign up from just £3 a month. Tell them about the specials, Daniel.
Oh my God, we've got so many lock-ins where we get drunk in here. We went to Nashville, that's a 3-parter. We've done all sorts. We've taken over a restaurant. We've had a racing day. There's 40 of these things. There's so many. I'm forgetting the good ones.
Amsterdam, Ghost Hunts. There's so many to list, and there's a new one coming every month. The one we've just released, the art special, is one of the most popular we've ever released. Patreon.com/haveawordpod. Go and sign up now. I guarantee once you're there, you'll never leave in a bit.
Nice one.
Oh, sorry.
Well, that section started with an apology from Carl. Sorry.
Are you horny, Dan?
What?
Are you horny?
You came in this morning with a proper spring in your step. I don't know what it was.
I got some pussy.
Is this a public? It's a public episode. Yeah. Respectfully.
Did you fuck your wife?
Oh, wait, listen. Let's just tread carefully because I don't want it to be taken off there. So let's just work in euphemism. We had intercourse.
Did you ejaculate?
What? That's too much, Carl.
What?
How do you always take it too far?
That's the end of coitus.
Let's use euphemisms.
Okay, did you come?
Yeah.
Inner.
No.
Like neither.
Guys. This kind of banter makes it more likely to not happen again. I use performance enhancing. I use the performance hamster. Have you ever tried it?
Look, I've taught the hamster to dance. Watch this and suck my cock.
Gets her in the mood. Look at it, tap dancing. Its little shoes.
That's the Pet Shop Boys, isn't it?
Oh, you fucking...
That's Richard Gere.
That's the Pet Shop Boys?
Get the kitchen roll.
Or they'll be able to debunk that.
No, it's Richard Gere. Every time it's Richard Gere.
says that?
It's Richard Gere.
Pet Shop Boys as well?
No, he's the fucking...
Gere.
It's just the name of their band. Richard Gere is famously the performance hamster. Stuck it up his ass. He was like, oh my God, it's tap dancing on me fucking prostate. And he's scouse.
Turned him into a Brookside actor.
Hello, Sinbad.
Oh, fucking hell, Sinbad.
I'm using performance enhancing substances.
Did you use a Viagra?
No. Something called hymns.
Is that the one that makes you last longer, Dan?
It's not Viagra.
Hashtag not ad.
What?
Hashtag not
It's
ad.
not an ad. Should we change? I'm singing hymns to Laura, and it's making me last longer. Once in Royal David City.
Is that a hymn?
As a Christmas carol.
Fucking poo hymns.
By the way, it is a hymn. It's just a Christmas hymn. And that's what gets called a Christmas carol. It is a hymn. It's 100%. I had a hymn.
Michael Jackson. That's what Michael Jackson does it. He does hymns.
That's what we do these days in this fucking world. Not he, him no more. He, him, mate.
I've been spooging too quick.
She, her.
Have you?
I think it's been an issue since 1997.
Really?
Yeah, it has.
Prince?
In fact,
I think it's been an issue since 1997.
so I just decided I'm going to do something about it. You're never too old, are you? My hairline, don't really want to sort that. That sounds...
That's happening.
That sounds hurty.
Tough shit.
But... how long are you... Because I love my wife. She's very beautiful.
Sorry. What a workplace we've developed here, by the way. Where the oldest and baldest man in the room gets to say, I don't want me hairline fixing. And his 10-year junior friend in the corner gets to go, shut the fuck up. You're having one. Hair transplant. And he's going to win.
No.
And it's your head. And he's going to win.
Tough titty, bitch. Go on, so what's this Viagra doing?
It's not. It's because basically, I'm very susceptible to Instagram advertising these days. It just works.
Yep.
So came up, it was like, hey, you want to last a bit longer for the lady lumps in your life or gentlemen.
Oh, wow, you bought into one of them outfits, yeah?
Yeah, because I get very excited. My wife's beautiful. She gets all naked and she's like, guess what? We're doing it. And I'm like, whoa, get a little bit hyped. Guess what? I'm naked.
Cleaning the windows.
Let's play Tig.
I hate that as well. Just leave it.
Tag. Fucking tag, lad. Tag round.
No, it's Tig.
It's Tig.
Here's the thing.
It's not Tig.
It's definitely not Tig.
Yeah,
is the thing.
It
No,
is. It's just not where you're from, you blinkered Scouse cunts. Everything like, fucking well, in my postcode, it's this, so I cannot fucking conceive of it being anything different.
What's
it's
Tig?
just slightly different.
What's Tig?
This is what I call chewing gum. This is what we call when you get a ride on the back of a fucking bike. It has to be like, in Venezuela, it's fucking this. It's not. It's slightly different in different places.
But what
With
is
all
Tig?
walls.
What is Tig?
It's Tig.
Tag is like tag. Tig is like, hey, Tig. What's Tig?
Tig? What the fuck? What did you just say? Tag is like a tag. Tick is like a tick. What the fuck's Tig? It's the same shit. Slightly mispronounced because we're wolves.
There we go.
All big wool.
We got there in the end. Yeah. Go on, so you playing Tig with Laura?
God, I'd love to play Tig with Laura. It'd be fucking great. And I
Go on. You playing Tig with Laura?
haven't told her this, by the
She's
way.
Bollock, you're singing him. The kids are like, what's going on?
Honest naked.
The kids
Counting
aren't
to
there.
10.
Can I just
You're singing "Give Me Joy in My Ass."
Give me cock in my ass.
Give me
Give
joy.
me
in my-
cum in my ass. Keep me waiting.
That's a different hymn, isn't
Give
it?
me cum in my ass. I'm gay.
Sing that in a very different place.
Still the same place. Just the priest sings it.
The village hymns. The kids
Should
aren't there.
make a
The
gay
kid-
church.
I think there's pretty long-standing problems with that.
No, I'm not talking about like priests fucking kids. I mean, there should be.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the Bible being a bit like anti-gay.
No, yeah, but that's not what I'm saying.
Make a
what I'm
gay
saying
Bible.
is the gays should get together. They're very good at mobilising. They do that fucking rally every year, don't they? Parade.
The
right?
rally, the gay rally. Fucking you get your car, I'll get mine. We'll just fucking paint them pink and race them round like. Wow, he's the fastest gay in a car.
In the car.
It's a gay rally.
Go on. The gay Bible, like Vogue.
No, they should just like it should be the church of the gays, and they do gay hymns where they just slightly change the words and make them about.
Can
being
I
gay.
just say, 1,000%.
Come in my ass, come in my ass, make me gay today, yo.
Come in my ass.
So they're doing weirdly homophobic parodies of hymns.
It's not homophobic if they're doing it. They're
doing it.
reclaiming it. Yeah.
There will be a gay church. There will be. Of course there will be.
Let's have a look.
Because any religious fucking nonsense who's like, God hates gays, is wrong. You're wrong. It's your bullshit.
This is not what I'm talking about. This is-
Gaychurch.org.
Gay affirming Christian churches, absolutely.
That's not what I'm
Pride
talking about, is
churches.
it? This is just priests who aren't asked about people being gay. I want one where you go and learn about the way of the gays.
You've got to be gay.
Using
Oh, a new
parody
religion.
songs from hymns.
Yes!
You're talking a gay religion.
Yeah, you've
A
got
new-
to be gay
new
to go.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about a church that goes, no, you want your dick sucked by a fella? Don't worry, come on in, have some bread. I don't mean that. I don't mean that. That's the Paris Bakery.
What's the gay church? Like, I don't know, like a gin. Like, instead of wine. What's the bread? What the gays like?
No carbs.
It's like
No carbs.
It's a pan au chocolat.
No, it's
And a
the
gin.
carbs.
Is that a gay
Gay
carbohydrate?
bread, innit?
No, but
Croissant's
he's right.
gay bread.
No, but he's right though.
What the gays eat? Twixes?
You know gays.
Every time we do this, yeah, they're always eating Twixes. I'm like, come on, Bradley, have a Snickers.
No.
No,
No, I'm a Twix man.
I'm absolutely full
That's
of
a new
Twix.
homophobic slur, by the way. Twix man. You heard about John? Rumour says he's a bit of a Twix man. You know what I mean?
Go on, Dan, what the gays eat?
Gay church would be class, and they just change all the Christian ones because the Christians.
Just talking about a nightclub. You're just literally describing a gay nightclub. No, it'd be amazing. Loads of gay guys turn up. They put music on, and they're all into like gay sex. Yeah, you're not inventing gay clubs. They've been going a while. And they should call it something like gay, but not that on the nose. GAY. And no one wants to go on Sunday morning. Do it on Saturday night. That's well gayer. This has all been happening.
No,
for
but
a
you
while.
don't go. I want to go in here like the parables and
Yeah.
stuff of the early gays.
The
you know what I
holy
mean?
waters come.
The early gays.
Yeah.
Oh right. Yeah.
Who's the Messiah?
Who's the Messiah?
John
Oscar
Stephen
Wilde.
Gately.
John Badham.
No,
all of them.
Stephen
They've gotta be dead.
Gately.
Oh, he's dead, isn't he?
Who invented Twix?
So's Jesus.
I know. That's the
Yeah,
point.
that's the
I
point.
thought you were arguing.
No, he
against-
said Louis Spence. He's not dead. So he can't be Jesus.
No, you don't know that.
He might be the second coming, though.
Whoa, second coming. You have to buy an extra ticket for that.
I think Louis Spence is the gayest man.
Yeah. Every time we do this, Carl makes me nervous. Like, we're being dicks, but Carl's like, yeah, you're being dicks. What about Twix? Bad.
Go on, so you're using performance and drugs, playing tick with Laura in a gay church on a Saturday, you're singing hymns.
Yeah.
What else is
But obviously, there's a lot in the Bible that is like anti-gay, and it's all made up bollocks as well.
Adam's over it.
It's all made up bollocks, isn't it? So the gays get to make up bits
against
from
the
the past.
straights?
Or they make Jesus gay. They go back and go, I found other stories, you know? Got loads of these other stories. Jesus was actually on the side. Judas, the reason Judas fucked him off.
Didn't he hang around with a prostitute that he never slept with?
Mary Magdalene.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Isn't she the woman though who he was banging?
No, I don't think he ever had a wife, did he?
No.
Maybe he was shagging Judas, and that's why Judas betrayed him, because Judas found out that Jesus was never going to go public and do a hard launch.
Doing a dinner, inviting all your mates to go in, one of you is going to betray me. It's pretty camp.
If he says it like that, it is, yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Especially, you're right, in that voice.
Sounds like Married at First Sight.
I've not watched it.
Oh, I haven't watched it. What a show, mate. Dan, can we hear about the performance and some drugs, please? Before Adam gets us cancelled.
I was just trying to wean my way around to the second bum of Christ. That's all I was trying to do.
We're there.
Cut to the end. It's a great punchline. It needed more work. We needed a little bit more journey.
How'd you last longer? Could you? Are you harder?
I did, you know. I did.
Was it a PB?
No, PBs, because when you're boozed up, then you're breaking all sorts of PBs. Oh my God. A little bit of chingaling in your system. You're like, pa, 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 pa. But that's all those days are gone.
I can't fuck after the Chinese, mate.
I avoided that.
Dan, you're eating a lot of prawn toast. Yeah, Laura's getting it. Playing a big game of Tig or Tick. She knows what it is. Now get your ass all out. Give me corn in my yard.
Not to say that.
I swallowed it. You just start crying. I said it. Go on.
Don't get touchy. Yeah.
When you've got some Chinese and Laura's naked, you're playing tick, there's hymns on, there's gays, it's Saturday night.
God's gay. Jesus is gay.
What's going on in this bedroom?
Do you know what? A lot of the times when I'm making love to my wife, I think I'm too easily distracted. Well, I lasted 8 minutes rather than 4.
That's a lie. I think you're like, that's disgraceful.
All right, I lasted twice as long. Do you know what my problem is? When I'm on top, it's like my dick's like, and now? As soon as she's on top, it's very much like ladies first.
Of course.
Really? Oh, I'm the exact opposite.
I'm with Adam.
And I'm with you.
Oh, no. So with me, if I'm on top, giving her the good word, amen, I can very easily, as soon as she goes, oh, take it to the limit, which she's likely to do, it gets me, for some reason, I'm like, I have to go, slow. And I'm just like, recently, a couple of months ago, I was thinking, this is a bit shit. Like, I want to be better at this. Because we don't bonk drunk. We go, hey, we should so I'm stone cold sober and apparently just get too excited.
We go, hey, we should. You know.
But as soon as she's on top, I got that control.
You got them tits in your face.
It's great. I got that control. But when I'm on top,
You're
I'm
not
like,
in control.
No.
That's the.
That's the mad
Give
thing.
it a bit back.
No, I'm the same as Dan.
I also think because I've been wanking for decades, I'm used to coming when I'm on my back. I'm never like leant over the bed like wanking, am I? So like when I go on my back, it's like my dick goes.
Yeah, muscle memory.
For whatever reason, it's just the way it works. As soon as I'm not on top, it's like I've got way more control. Anyway, took a hymn. They were like weirdly minty, whatever. I'm not saying this is for everyone, but I felt, it says take an hour before, felt fucking great.
Were you horny?
Yeah, I was horny. I'm horny anyway.
Did you have to plan though? Because if you haven't taken it an hour before, you haven't
Laura
to
went,
arrange it.
Laura went, little window here. I was like, oh, I know what I mean.
Was she outside?
Did she find a new room in the house? A little window here.
It's like,
Have a look
my
out of
God.
that.
Did she know you'd taken them?
Dan, I found a little window. I know what you mean. Get your keks off. Sure, she was up for it.
Every time she
I've never
mentions
seen this
windows.
before. We've lived here 4 years.
We should get this
Little
double
window
glazed.
here.
We should get this double glazed. Oh my God, she's really horny.
I can hear you. Did she know you'd taken it?
No, I've not told her yet.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, you should probably tell 250,000 people then.
Yeah. Hello.
Why did you not tell her? You're embarrassed.
Do you know what? I just didn't want to be like, oh, it's bad for you or something.
It isn't bad for you though, is it? And
No,
it's good for her as well.
No, but I feel great, and honestly, it went dead good. Time moves differently when you're making love. Do you not think? I'd love to know when I'm in the cold plunge.
Like that down,
Yeah, that's good for the gay church.
When I'm in the cold plunge, a minute and a half, I know every one of those seconds. Like that is a slow moving minute and a half.
A treadmill minute is 4 hours.
I can't tell you what the actual bonks have been, but it's been in and around 5-6 minutes. I think it was more like 10, 15.
You should never time them, but that's
No,
all.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I
The
can't.
telly helps with that.
But it
Because
was-
you rewind it and go, fucking hell, we got miles in.
Right.
You ever do that?
Well, listen, it's not I don't know. It's not
How'd
Wolf
you-
of Wall Street. It's
How did you feel?
good. It was good.
Did you feel sexy?
But I had a bit of control. I was on top, like, taking it to the limit. And I was like, hey, fucking, it worked.
How would you make
Big
yourself
fan.
come then?
I think we should get them as a sponsor. They are not.
It might be a placebo effect though.
Yeah.
Try it next week with a minstrel.
Just dancing.
Again? Why? I avoided it. I avoided it and you went to Audible Town.
See if he puts you off.
He's a tricky booking for a Wednesday morning.
He has to be available on 5 minutes notice. Hey, got a window here. Go have a little fuck. Hang on. Let me call John. See if he's on.
Dan, who's sat in the window? It's a minstrel lord. Ignore him. He's just looking. Why is he dancing? I don't know. Carry on.
By the way, is this going to be the new trope? If anyone does an off-colour joke, oh, that's the wrong turn of phrase. If like Carl's going to be like, I swallow that like a fucking trooper. You naughty lads.
So do you think you're going to keep using?
Big fan.
Performance dancing. It's all he can't live
He's the
without
Lance
them. He's a
Armstrong of pussy now.
dirty get.
I'll help you in India.
What's going on in
Psych
India?
whip.
Oh, right. Good God.
They're all fit.
What do you know about India? Jesus Christ! I don't think Zoe's place has told us everything. Yeah, you're gonna be raising money, cycling, banging. You can't last 5 minutes in India.
So how did you make yourself come? Like if you're...
I just concentrated on the minstrel. Well, it's a treat.
John, get in the window. It's only little. Get in the
Give it
window.
away. Dirty girl.
Go on, did you
You're
have,
it.
Did you have to like go, like it's come time?
No,
Or
it was,
is it
it was all the same, just longer and more control. Big fan.
Also, hashtag not ad, but you know, if they're listening and want to sponsor, Dan loves your...
I tell you what, it did. And again, is it a placebo effect? I don't see how it could be.
Have you
Like, I know
told Steve to
placebo-
get in touch with them? Because they do sponsor podcasts. They sponsor those American ones.
I spoke to Steve
Or
yesterday.
hymns. Bill Burr says it like that.
Big, like, for someone, I'm not ashamed to say it,
Don't buy them yet until we can get you a discount code.
Yeah, wait.
but as someone who, 'cause you get in there and you're like, oh, this is nice. And you just feel, it's not, I've
Never
never had a
stop doing that voice. You might fuck you more often.
How many times you had sex? Are you not like... You must be adept now, surely.
That's what I thought, Carl. I thought over time, the first
You must have
time
been
I
having
had sex,
shit sex in your 20s.
no, it was good.
No.
I was on drugs.
Okay, though that's what it is. Then you weren't
great.
having regular sex. You weren't learning how to...
I was having
shag.
so much more sex than
No, but
the
you were
last
on
10 years.
drugs, so it was lasting. You weren't learning.
I
how to
wasn't
do-
always on drugs. That was
So
that
why
was
have you got worse?
that was my head. I don't know.
Sometimes you get worse.
I thought by now
Michael Owen.
I am
done
I'm
at
like
22.
Michael Owen. And Liverpool fans don't love me. All I want is to last longer in bed and for Liverpool fans to love me. But just like Michael Owen, I can't. Plus, I love horses.
And killing rabbits.
Oh God. So, listen, I don't know. It was all the same, but longer.
Can you
and
take
better.
one for a wank?
What?
Can you take one for a big sexy
Yeah, I did.
one?
I had a
Oh, you practice?
yeah, of course. Yeah.
A
Dry,
wet run.
I had a dry run. That was good as well.
Did it last longer for a wank?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Is it sexier?
Oh yeah, especially because of what I was wearing.
No, means you feel like, whoa. Sometimes you have a sexy wank.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
And that's not an ad. Steve, get it sorted. Steve's on it.
If you can get it sorted in the next half an hour, it can go in this week's episode.
Fucking brilliant. Whew. Anyway, thanks for bringing that up, Finn.
Yeah, no worries.
What did you even say?
He said he had a spring in his step. You had a spring in your step today? Well, it's because I've been using cock pills.
We invented a gay church in between them as well.
We're gonna do another tier list.
I'm really enjoying today.
Oh shit, we got time.
Dan, have we got time?
Yeah, we've got time.
We'll make time.
All right. Okay.
Whoa.
Right. So last week went down very well. We're gonna do a sequel in the next few weeks to the one-hit wonders because people don't understand that we've only got a limited time.
Hey, we can come back to one hit, but just because it's blown up on socials, Chesney Hawkes has been in touch. I mean, it's all been pretty mental. And there's a chance Chesney Hawkes is going to come in and do the fucking one-hit wonders again with us.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
so many people went, because of this, check our socials at Have a Word Pod because so many people had an opinion about where it was or what was wrong or what we missed. We might do round 2 of one-hit wonders.
But I think Chesney Hawkes should be here for that.
Right, but if he's not, we might do it.
I mean, he's going to be.
So this week we've gone.
So, sorry, just before we do this,
Yeah.
I want to be proper clear with people because I know what people were getting frustrated by. Because I shared it, I had loads of replies going, how have you missed this off the link, the list? We know, Finn knows that he's missing off good ones because we can only put 10 things on this thing. We can only put 10, can't we?
We've got more this week. We can do more,
But there is a limit.
it was a pilot essentially. We were just trying it out.
And if there's 10 good ones and we put them all in God's tier, that's not the spirit of the thing.
He was trying to show contrast.
Intentionally and unintentionally miss some that you would really love, but comment them and let us know what you think of them. This is just like the ones we've selected so that there's a varied...
Yeah.
By the way, the level of anger that some people had about the ketchup song, they're like, what? It's a fucking classic. Like, it's just, it's not.
It's a one-hit wonder and it's shite.
Didn't realise how divisive Gautier was though.
Yeah,
that
people
is
hate
one.
it.
Either people go, that is the best one, or it is shit.
Where did we put it? Second to top?
Yeah.
Only because me and Finn lobbied for it, I think.
Yeah. This week we've gone for, Dan suggested this one, we've gone for superheroes. And we've got a fair few here. Some of the most well-known ones,
Can I ask
some
you a
slightly
question?
more obscure ones. Yeah.
Is that Darren Brown?
It might be Darren Brown.
Right, okay.
I did lobby for that one.
He's a
Carl did.
He's a closer.
Carl did suggest this
I
one.
think I'm right as
Do we
well.
want to start with Darren Brown then?
No,
Should
we've
we
got to
save him
finish
to
with
the
Darren
end?
Brown.
Okay, so the first one we've got is Wonder Woman. Where are we thinking for Wonder Woman? Let's just remind everyone of the tiers. God tier is the top. Dead good, sound, meh, and then shite.
I'm just going to say this before we say anything else as well. I'm not a big superhero guy. So the ones I know here, I'm going to go hard on.
Yeah.
And then so Wonder Woman, I've never watched that shite, man.
But I think some of them are just part of the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
Her theme is great.
So there was a
That's
Wonder
cool.
Woman from the 70s and 80s
Yeah.
who was getting when back in the day, the amount of stuff I watched that was from the 70s, because I was watching TV in the 80s and it was just on replay. There was an 80s Wonder Woman, which was very, one of my first, boy crushes.
Who is it now? Gal
Gal
Gadot.
Gadot.
Oh,
Well, she's just being replaced at the minute.
I mean, Gal Gadot's phenoms,
Yeah.
but the old school lady who probably now looks...
Should we have a look who it was?
I think she was...
70s Wonder Woman.
That might be a fancy dress for the sexy times that would work on me.
This one.
Oh,
Well, based on the fancy dress element
Go on,
alone,
yeah.
I think
Linda
she has to go
Carter.
near the
just
top.
press on one of them. Press on one of the...
Is
Come
Batman
on.
fuckable?
There you go. Oh, lads, come on.
Tits on that, mate.
That was on Saturday afternoon.
I'm struggling with it now because she looks quite a lot like my mum.
Yeah, but that's why I've always liked her. I was like, oh, God.
Right, where are we thinking for Wonder
Is
Woman?
that how fit Anne Rowe was?
I'm not comfortable answering the question.
In a heyday.
Oh, my mum was
Where
great.
are we thinking? Carl, while Adam's finding the picture.
I like her theme. I think the theme, the noise.
the music.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that is sick. But I've never actually, we're just seeing how fit Adam's mad is over there.
Oh, but it's our mums, in it?
No, it's Adam's.
No, I know, but it's a
We're
special
brothers.
thing. We've got. I know, but we've.
Yeah,
So I'm thinking
dead
Wonder
mum
Woman's kind of a mid-tier one.
I would put Wonder Woman.
Sound, I reckon.
I put it in meh, to be honest
You
with
put
you.
her in meh.
I reckon I'd punch
I
it out.
don't even know her superpower. What is it? Is she strong?
She's like a
Is she
god,
fast?
isn't she? She's like
See
a
what I mean?
goddess. And
Like,
she's got the whip.
Face and hair.
Lasso thing.
Right, without joking, a little bit, yeah. And also cracking tits.
She's got like a lasso of truth. Makes you tell the truth.
I think she's
Oh, she's got a what?
a lasso of truth.
Oh, who wrote that in a script? You fucking do. Women want honesty. She's got a lasso of truth, and she loves irons, and she can do that dead quick.
Loves Iron
Fuck
Man.
off. I think she's a bit meh. You know.
It's meh.
We're going
I'd
meh?
punch her head in.
Okay, we're going meh. The next one is Ant-Man. So that is portrayed by Paul Rudd nowadays.
I'm putting it in dead good just because Paul Rudd's cameo in Friends is class.
Can I say with that man? Absolute. Get it in the shite.
You watched it?
I love Paul Rudd. Love Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
He's great in everything. Couldn't give a fuck about Ant-Man.
Have you seen what the fan theory was for him to kill Thanos? He should crawl up Thanos' ass and then go big again.
That was a theory.
Go big again.
Because it'd like blow him up. Why didn't he crawl up his bell end and just?
That's why Thanos is so suspicious about an itchy arsehole.
So
I think Ant-Man's a bag of poo. I haven't
think it's
seen it.
shite.
I've never watched it, but I never will. It's,
What's
Michael-
his superpower?
Michael
You can go
Douglas-
dead small.
Michael Douglas is great in Ant-Man.
what is his power?
What the fuck is Michael Douglas in Ant-Man?
He's the guy that invented Ant-Man.
Oh.
What is
and
his
he's
power though?
folded it in.
Is
It's
this
great.
just a superhero version of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Not far off.
By the way.
Does he just go tiny and that's it?
He goes tiny and he can go massive. He can change his size.
Oh, superhero, though, isn't it?
The tall one's quite good.
Get him in shite.
Shite? Okay, we're going shite.
of shite.
The next one, I'm batting for God tier. This is Batman.
It's got to be.
He's the best
What do you mean?
superhero.
There's no question. Let's not waste our time.
Well, there is the argument that he isn't a superhero, but he is.
yeah.
Because he hasn't got... he hasn't got
There's also the argument that he's not a person, but that's bollocks as well, isn't it? Like, he is a superhero.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
There's also an
No, but
argument that that's a blue cup, and it's wrong.
no,
The same way
but,
it's the
but he hasn't got superpowers. He is just double fucking Ra's al Ghul hard.
Yeah.
He's hard and rich,
And he's got a belt that's like, what?
but he's still God tier because it's the coolest one, isn't it?
God
He's
tier.
the coolest Tory
Who's
in
everyone's
history.
favourite Batman?
Yeah, he's the coolest.
Who's
Yeah.
your favourite
I want him in God
Oh,
tier.
favorite Batman?
Yeah.
Christian Bale.
The Christopher Nolan Batman.
Okay.
Batman's a
Right.
amazing.
The next one's the first interesting one we've got is that it's a lower tier one, and this is Asbestos Lady.
Finn,
Yeah.
have you been making things up and doing graphics?
No, I wish I could.
What's Asbestos Lady? She sounds like a dinner lady who got stuck on a roof.
Asbestos Lady is Victoria Murdoch.
Did she
in
just
the
give you
Marvel.
cancer?
She did unfortunately pass away at the age of 45 due to exposure to asbestos. So she's not.
Oh, she was a method actor?
She's not the greatest superhero.
Oh, this is you being really crass.
What?
Is she a superhero or did she just die of cancer?
What? No, it's a superhero, but the superhero died of cancer in the comics at 45.
Oh, the woman?
Oh, no. This is Asbestos Lady.
Right.
What whale?
I'm putting this shite. They were running out of ideas that day. What's this building got? Asbestos. What do we not like, ladies? Asbestos lady. Dead at 45.
That's a superpower?
She's asbestos.
Fucking health insurance.
That's a superpower?
That's not an answer,
You
Finn.
can like fire it at people.
Yeah, but it kills you like years later. So you can carry on being criminals for ages.
Tell you what, you're fucked in about 10 to 15.
What world? What you?
Come up on the roof.
She's in Marvel. She's a Marvel villain.
Get it
So
in
she's
shite.
chilling with Spider-Man and that.
Yeah.
If she's fucking lucky. Get it in
God
shite.
tier. For the,
Get it in
for the
shite.
lols.
We go.
Just goes murder with people online.
By the way, there's going to be absolute superhero fans here who are like, you don't get what Ant-Man's about. I love it. I can't wait.
Right,
to
so where are we
be on
going for...
it. Shite.
Asbestos lady's dead good, I am.
Fuck off.
Should we put her in sound then? Because that's kind of in the middle of what everyone said.
I think you're being stupid. But
Let's
yeah.
put her in sound. Right, the next one.
Finn.
She'd be a good bevy.
Put it in shite now.
Put her in shite. Oh,
She'd be a good bevy.
It's Asbestos Lady, isn't it?
yeah, but she's...
She'd be good.
funny.
Not towards the end.
Next one is Black Panther.
Never seen it.
R.I.P.
Look,
Chadwick
I think,
Boseman.
I think
He's dead.
let's just hedge our bets. You know, occasionally we say some fucked up stuff. We we make jokes at everyone's expense, and I think we should do our bit for the black community and make it God tier.
I think it's dead. I think it's dead good. I don't think he's God tier superhero.
What did he do? What's his power?
So they're in like another...
Is it black power?
So it...
Yeah, it's Black Power. He got equal rights. It's the civil rights. Yeah.
I've never seen it.
No, you haven't.
No, in the Marvel, on Earth, there's another kind of secret land, which is where...
Wakanda?
Wakanda.
Wakanda forever.
Which is where
What have you
his
been watching?
people are.
Not
And
superhero.
they're super advanced.
Like I'm having a lovely time with this, but this is a very bad one for me to be doing because I don't watch anything like this, and I couldn't give a flying shite.
I put it in dead good. Put it in dead good.
Dead good. Okay, we've gone for it. So the next one is Thor.
Bit of a goth him, isn't he?
It's amazing what Carl decides is a golf. Thor.
He
Probably
is,
drinks
though.
Monster.
He does look like he drinks Monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does, to be fair.
If he was sat outside the courts with a can of Monster, fingering some bear with a fucking like
Corsa.
fishnets on, like you'd be like, yeah,
I mean, doesn't
he's Thor,
sound-
isn't he? That's what he does.
Doesn't sound like a terrible
Oh,
life.
that's what he does.
He's the cock of CEX.
Is he the one with the big hammer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
Does
dick.
that his power? He can just hold hammers.
Yeah.
Apparently, the Thor Ragnarok, or whatever it's called, is an amazing film. He's very popular with the Marvel lot, isn't he?
Thor.
Yeah.
Not so much anymore, but yeah, he
Ooh.
was.
What did he do, bro?
It was his last film was shite. Taika Waititi's fallen off on it, and it's a bit of shit.
Oh. Do you know what else he can do? He can break your freezer with his mind.
Nice. Can we put Thor in dead good?
Yeah, we can.
No,
No, you
No,
reckon?
just
sound. Right, the next
it's just
one.
nothing. Like he's a 3-star review, isn't he?
It's a goth.
The next one is The Incredible Hulk.
That's gotta be God, hasn't it?
God
Big
tier.
man. Big man.
Yeah.
It's gotta be God because I've heard of it.
When he batters that
That's
little
how this
maggot.
section works.
Who's that maggot he's fucking does all this to?
Loki.
Loki, yeah. That's funny.
Also, it's just such a like compared to Asbestos Lady, who was licking garage roofs. It's shite in it. This guy, he's like a normal bloke, but when he's fuming, he just turns into this raging green monster. I love it.
It's like your alcoholic dad.
Yeah. Not yours.
Not my one, mine sounds, but like,
So where are we
like
going?
he's like
My
the
son-
stereotypical alcoholic dad. Like it's when like an alcoholic dad in a film as a bevy, he's the Hulk.
Yeah, he's
Superhero.
Right, so he's going.
My son
he's going
is so
God tier.
obsessed with Hulk. He loves it.
Right, okay, we're going
God
God
tier,
tier.
yeah.
Right, the next one is Aquaman. What are we thinking?
What did you say the other day? The Spanish version, Aguaman.
Aquaman.
Finn,
Yeah.
have you seen any Aquaman stuff?
I'll be honest, not his solo films. No, I've seen him in the.
You've seen him when he was in the Spice Girls, but since he's left, you
yeah.
haven't.
Is that Jason Momoa?
It is
Yeah.
Jason Momoa.
What can he do?
Swim.
Taught to fish.
He's an Aqua Dr. Doolittle. What? cut that out.
Hang on, you can talk
You'll definitely
to
cut this out. won't
fish.
you? He's an Aqua Dr. Doolittle.
So he can talk to fish.
He's
Can
a
he like control water and waz people with it and that?
waz people with water.
Just don't go near the sea. Oh, I've told that shark to kill you, so I'm just staying Aston.
Tsunami.
Up to Newcastle.
Right, so
Yeah, you
where?
can send Newcastle fans to your house. They can take you to the sea.
Tsunami.
Can I tell you what affects Aquaman for me?
Go on.
I never heard of him until like Family Guy, because I don't think there was never a film back in the day, was there? Aquaman.
He was never a massive.
No, but
one.
when the film came out, I feel like it's quite an American thing, Aquaman. So I've got no sort of nostalgia for it. He sounds like he fiddles with jellyfish.
Is
He
that
sounds like a water nonce.
Yeah.
he does a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
He shags fish in there.
He doesn't shag him. He shags Amber Heard in the film.
God, yeah.
She's so good at
She's
sex.
shit in a bed.
Yeah.
Oh, she's bananas.
Yeah.
Oasis.
I think maybe meh for Aquaman.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah,
Meh?
yeah, 100%. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
He's
okay.
easy gimp, isn't he?
Right, next one of the big ones again. This is Spider-Man.
I think.
Tapping.
What are you putting it?
Oh, Spider-Man's God tier.
He just
No.
chases out of his wrists.
No, he's not.
No.
You know, he literally just goes. He can just swing from building to building.
Just
It's
stay
a
in the
gimp.
house. Again, stay inside the house. What you going to do? Swing round it.
He's also got super strength and can shoot webs.
110.
1/10. Seconds apart. I think he's.
Do you see that thing when Tom Holland's pretending to do it?
Yeah.
And like Zendaya, there's a lovely moment when Zendaya's like, because
Flashbacks.
just the
Yeah.
yeah.
She's seeing him come out of his cock.
No, I don't think that's it, Cole.
I think God's here as well.
I think it's dead good. I don't think he's like. Who would you rather go for a pint with, Spider-Man or the Hulk?
Is that what the tier list is?
Oh no, but he's going to ruin the night, Hulk, isn't he? He's going to ruin the night. He's great for the first 3 pints, the Hulk. And then he's a fucking nightmare.
It'd be class.
In a taxi queue.
Get him another shot and watch him go all green and big and that. Be class.
George Spider-Man is a Ming.
Yeah, he's a Ming. And it's a Ming superhero as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's the one that Ming's like.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. He's like a Ming.
If your kid's like into Spider-Man above Batman, if I said to my kid, would you rather be Batman or Spider-Man, and he picked Spider-Man, I'd never speak to him again.
Put your son to bed. No, I'm never speaking to him ever again. Right, like Spider-Man.
How divisive is that? It's one or the other. Pick a team. Liverpool or Everton or fucking Spider-Man or Batman.
I'm going to go out here. I think he goes in shite.
No! I can't have it!
See for the long gun.
I love Spider-Man.
He can go in dead good. You're not having him in God's here. You can't
No.
tell me.
I think he's God's here.
He's a Ming.
He's not.
And he gets teared by
Is he as
animal.
good as Batman?
Oh, he's not far.
No, but he's better than Hulk.
Doesn't he just take pictures of people for
What?
that fella?
He's better than Hulk.
In what way is he better than Hulk? Who
He's
would
a
you
better-
rather
he's a
have
better,
a Potsman with?
more well-rounded character.
Who would you rather bun a suit with?
Well, he is green, so yeah, you're right.
What are we talking about?
And I want 10 pictures of Spider-Man's bumhole. If that's all that film is, isn't it?
Honestly, if we put Spider-Man in shite, our Twitter will implode.
No. He's no higher. He's no higher than Dead Good. He's no lower than Meh. He's just Sam.
All right.
Right, okay, fine. So he's going in dead good. I disagree personally.
He's a
but,
muppet.
right, the next one is egg foo.
You are doing this on purpose.
Huh?
What's egg foo?
Egg foo, 1 minute.
That
let me
looks
Google
like
it
me
again.
as a spider.
It's what Dan has to eat before he fucks.
So, egg foo is a supervillain.
It's been a really fun episode so far. I'm having such a good time.
Oh, Dan's having an egg foo. I'll get my pussy ready.
He uses
Hello,
his,
mate. Can I have some egg foo young, please? And Laura's like, oh, I'm going to have a little look out that
Don't knock
window.
on the door, just drop it at the little window.
He winks. I'll have an egg foo. You know what I mean?
So egg foo's an evil character who uses his mustaches as whips.
Finn,
Yeah.
Did you think of these when you potted?
put them wherever you want because no one cares.
Egg foo. I'll have a
If
chicken
you
fried
put
egg
him in God's here, you fucking silly little bollocks.
Right,
Above
fine.
Put him
Spider-Man.
next to
Meh.
asbestos.
What do you
woman.
mean, Matt? Put them in shite now.
Put him in asbestos. woman.
Boo.
You change your tune quick on that. Put him wherever you want.
Right, Superman.
Shite or I'll sack you.
Superman. The-
Even though he's the
original,
artist,
right?
he's a Ming, isn't he?
Can I just say, not a big Superman guy.
No.
I don't think anyone really is.
No.
I just think it's
He's
a
the
bit-
poster. He's John Cena, isn't he?
What?
Everyone's like, he's the biggest and the best, but no one
No, I
likes
don't
him.
think anyone thinks that.
So he's the artist, though, isn't he? He
Yeah,
bangs
but only
everyone.
because he's not. He's cheating as well. Only because he's not on his own planet. If he's on his own planet, he's just a normal fella.
Was he the
Just
first
go in
one?
the gym and Tesco.
By
and
the
that.
way, was he the first superhero? Where
think
they were like,
so.
we need to do a superhero, and no one was getting into like the niche stuff. It was like, he's a man and he's super. There you go. Done.
It is the
I'm off home.
It's the worst name, innit?
Yeah.
Superman.
I think we put him in sound and just watch people's minds melt. You know, because
He's a
I
Ming. He's
What?
a Ming. He's like Spider-Man. He's a bad
I
kid.
don't think you can put him lower than sound. But I do.
is- Can I just ask, who is Superman?
Clark
Clark
Kent.
Kent.
Yeah, but who is that?
What do you mean?
What's his powers? Where do they come from?
Because he's
He's a
Kryptonite.
from
I'm
a,
just checking.
Krypton.
he's from a different
He is.
planet.
Yeah,
isn't he?
I'm just checking. Everyone knows because
Don't
some
be
of
so
some of
fucking
it people
patronising.
didn't know any of the other
egg
stuff.
foo. Oh, I'm sorry, we're not an expert in
Why
egg
don't you
foo.
know what egg foo
Oh,
is?
I've seen all of the films. I've seen Christopher Nolan's egg foo films.
Class.
Also, there's a
Britain.
rock.
They'd be fucking great, by the
he
way.
gets abandoned as a baby, doesn't he?
Yeah.
On his, and then he gets brought to Earth. And when he's on Earth, he's Superman. But if he's on his own planet, like I said before, he's just a gardener.
He is normal.
Yeah. Go back where you come from.
So he's going sound.
Yeah.
You're going sound for Superman.
Yeah.
He's not as good as Spider-Man.
What's the internet?
Spider-Man's
internet poo
sick.
itself?
He's like when Polish people come to England and they're good at doing driveways. When they go back to Poland, they're normal because everyone can do them.
That's what everyone says about Superman. He's just like a Polish guy. Next one, Deadpool.
God tier. Gotta be.
I reckon he's the most try-hard goth thing ever. Genuinely.
Well, we disagree there, Carl, don't we?
Yeah.
I think it's just dead funny that they've proper subversive and it's dead self-aware and stuff.
Once, yeah.
No, the second one was good.
I don't know. I
They're,
think he's
they're both good, and they're bringing out Deadpool and Wolverine. And I watched the trailer the other day, and I was
class.
like, damn it.
that looks okay.
And Ryan Reynolds, listen, I know he's like everyone loves him, and part of whenever that happens, I want to go the other way, and I can't because he's so fucking likable, and he's good at
Homeland.
yeah.
Also, I don't. Obviously, you never want anyone to be out there like being a bad person, right? But I think Ryan Reynolds would hurt the world if it ever comes out that he's a little fucking fingery, sexually abusey,
Yeah.
or like fucking punching people's heads in and that, or like bullying people. That's the one that everyone will go, nah, Ryan, you were meant to be the good one, lad.
Oh, he's funnier than most comics as well. In interviews, he's so funny.
The issue with Deadpool is he's made it so synonymous with him that there will never be another. I can't see anyone else playing
Okay.
him.
No.
I think it's dead good. I don't know if it's
I
God
think
tier.
he's a tryhard goth. I'd put him in shite.
I'd go dead good as well, Dan.
Go on then, put him in dead good.
Dead good.
Have your way, as always.
Right, okay. This is the last of the silly
Oh,
ones.
is this chairman?
This is Chairface Chippendale.
Chairman.
By the way, Finn, if you've made these up, the creativity that you've applied to it.
Chairface Chippendale.
Chairface Chippendale.
Is he a dancer?
He's a super villain again.
This is superheroes.
Yeah, no, he's part of the superhero
Get him
line.
in God tier.
Do you
What's his
reckon?
powers? Sitting down.
He's a bad guy.
His catchphrase is sits
Have you
on
seen
my
the picture of
face.
him?
He had a difficult life growing up because of his appearance, so he
Sit
was
on me
bullied
face there,
and then
girl.
became a supervillain.
No shit, he had a difficult time at school because he had a chair as a face.
You got a face.
As
A
long,
chair face.
as long as I've got a face, I've got something that's a sick girl. That's what he'd say to all the girls. Because
So-
it's a chair.
What are we thinking for
Shite,
Chairface
Finn.
Chippendale? Oh.
Did you hear me say that 30 seconds ago?
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
apologise.
Right, it's all right.
Right, Captain America.
Again, a Ming. And he was a Ming before he had something. What was it?
Carl, you think all of these are Mings?
Superhero juice. I can't remember what it's called.
Superhero juice?
Something like
That
that.
sounds gay.
You had a froob.
They put
Made
him
him
in.
Captain
They
America.
froze him or something. I can't remember. It's years ago now.
I think he sounds to dead good. He's not shy, but I'm
Sa-
not.
just put him
I'm
in
not
sound.
arsed.
Sound.
Also, he looks like he'd be like build a wall, doesn't he? Because of MAGA, you're like Captain America might be a little bit right wing,
I
like
think
he's
it should be-
pro
I think
gun.
he could be meh.
Shit pint. I am on. Imagine how boring he'd be. How good's America? Shut up, lad.
Let's go meh.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. A few more left. Wolverine. Up there.
He's a cool goth. Isn't that mad?
Wolverine's quality.
I think he goes in dead good, though. I don't think he quite makes the God tier.
He's a superpower. He's got knives in his hand.
He's a wolf, man.
What's
And
it?
he
What's the
heals.
metal he's made of? And
Aluminium.
Antimantium. What's Harry saying? Go on.
oh, go on, Harry, get the mic to you.
Adamantium.
Adamantium.
Oh, well done, Harry, you little geek. Yeah, I know what you mean. Dead good, but
Dead good?
but he's class.
He's a cool goth.
Right. Okay. 3 more left. Black Widow.
Survived the death of her husband.
She's strong in that sense.
Couldn't give a fuck. Shite.
Shite. All right. Fine. No discussion on that one. Catwoman.
Oh, if we're going the one from like the
Michelle
Nolan
Pfeiffer.
ones, just
Anne Hathaway.
yeah.
Oh, and also Michelle Pfeiffer.
She did 9/11.
She did 9/11.
I think it's dead good just for the pornographic images it puts in my head.
Yeah, she's a sexy woman, isn't she?
She's
on,
the
she's
first
a
one.
bit of a shit
First woman I ever
superhero,
saw in
isn't she?
PVC. Michelle Pfeiffer.
You seen the newest
She's
one?
selling.
See the newest
Every
one?
time.
Zoe Kravitz.
Zoe Kravitz, yeah.
You do it. I'll
Have you ever
fucking
seen
tap
Lenny
it.
Kravitz's dick when it pops out?
What? What the fuck? I just didn't concentrate for a second then. We were having a conversation about PVC and QVC, and you went.
Is that a new one? Zoe Kravitz?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And Lenny, have you ever seen when Lenny Kravitz's dick pops out?
Right. We're going dead good then.
Good chat though.
Yeah.
Dead good. Right. Last one. Darren Brown.
God tier.
God tier.
Why
No
are we even-
discussion.
yeah.
With Batman, the Hulk.
He's got to be God tier though.
He's a real man.
He glued people to their own fucking sofas, mate.
He's
via
a
the telly.
fucking goth.
He guessed that
You watch your fucking mouth.
They're all goths. All magicians are goths.
he's not a magician. He's a mentalist.
It's fucking mad.
He's not a magician. He's a mentalist. He's right though. He isn't a magician.
He shits on carpets. He don't give a fuck. He sparked out a Labrador. He's fucking mental.
He could do. Darren
He's
Brown's
class.
sick. He's a cool guy. I love him.
He glued people to the
He won the
counters via
lottery?
the telly. He predicted the lottery numbers. He walks up to people in the street and goes, "Gives that watch," and they just give him it.
Right.
He has got a knife when he does that though.
He made someone shoot Stephen Fry.
Yeah.
God, it's- I
Made someone
missed that
kill
one.
a cat. Seen that one?
You ever seen where someone gets pushed off a roof?
Oh, amazing. God, too.
Right. So there's
I
our
can't
there's
wait
our
for him to
tier
come out as
list.
a paedophile.
So
He
we-
has a real genuine man with superpowers, and he chooses it for good rather than evil.
Is he dead
Genuinely.
man or
What, to win the
brown man?
lottery for good?
No, instead of he's literally
Uses his power
talked
for
people
good.
in to murdering people, and instead
For
of
good.
doing that and murdering people, he uses his powers to create great television.
He's like, Jesus Christ. He's doing everything, for the good of people to get another series on Channel 4.
Dan, is he Darren Brown or brown man? What is he?
Brown man.
Right, so our tier list. In shite, we've got Ant-Man, Asbestos Lady, Egg Foo, Chairface Chippendale, and Black Widow. Met, we've got Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Captain America. Sound, we've got Thor and Superman. Dead Good, Black Panther, Spider-Man, Deadpool, Wolverine, and Catwoman. And God's Here, Batman, The Incredible Hulk, and Darren Brown. Let us know what you disagree with in the
Get me out of
comments.
this fucking studio. Hello, everyone. Time to tell you about our very favourite sponsor, Manscaped.com.
Manscaped are our OG sponsor, and as you know by now, they do the very best in male grooming, especially when it comes to those things below your waist, your boys, your bollocks, your hairy little balls, okay? You want to shave them, keep them nice and neat, a little bit of stubble down there maybe, and you will get sucked off on a more regular basis. Isn't that right, Dan?
Oh, yeah. I'm always getting sucked off because I've got shining balls. Over 10 million men worldwide trust Manscaped to de-hair their bollocks.
The
No one
Lawnmower
wants it.
3.0 Plus, the 4.0 Pro, and the 5.0 Ultra, they're all available. There's package deals you can get, and you get 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the promo code WORD20. So go to manscaped.com right now, use the promo code WORD20, get your 20% off and your free worldwide shipping. It is the best male grooming products you can buy. And it's not just the shaving stuff. There's deodorant for your bollocks, and there's undies and that. There's all
Summer's
sorts
here.
you can get.
Summer's here. No one needs hairy balls in the summertime.
You're going to shave your dog, aren't you? So shave your cock as well.
Manscaped.com. Word20.
Oh.
Order.
We've got Red Richardson.
Oh.
Hello.
Long overdue.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming up. You have had quite a few months.
It's been good.
Yeah.
It's
So,
been.
for our listeners who haven't seen one of your videos yet,
Yeah.
which is, I mean, they're going to love it because the character you're playing, I'm pretty sure he's a patron of Have a Word.
Yeah.
Where's this come from?
It's, my wife says it's not a character, but it like, no, I watched all these videos of people giving advice online and thought, this is fucking funny, it's so
All these
stupid.
like Uber alpha guys.
Yeah, I actually did one in 2018 and it got like 300 views. And Josh Weller, my mate, was actually like, you got to do it again. And I think because that became bigger, like the sort of Andrew Tate people,
Yeah.
then it's just... I actually had a guy, he's a fitness influencer on TikTok, and he's got like 3,000 followers. So he's trying to... He did a 5-minute video on how destructive what I was doing was, and he kept going, he's not in shape. But then he says it like halfway through, he goes, my brother sent me him on WhatsApp. So I worked out what was happening is he's getting trashed in the family WhatsApp. But I went through his other videos, and they're all called How to Make a Woman Orgasm and Underdressed to
Can you send me
Overdressed.
that when we're done, by the way?
Yeah. So it's just that sort of shit. But there's so much of it. But now my algorithm's just that. Because it's all just men. I kind of watch... Weirdly...
You've become like full Donnie Brasco.
Yeah,
You don't know where
and
you
I don't know
end.
when it starts. Like, there's a guy, I don't know, he's called Davis Clark in America. I don't know if you see him. He's walking around, he always goes, stay locked in, and he's always about to do some exam and revising, and then he'll fail the exam, but he'll go, it's all right, I'm going to be back. I'm like taking the piss out of him, but I hadn't made a video for 2 weeks, and I run out of motivation. I watched one of his videos, and it motivated me to make another. So I don't know it's sort of merged into the real thing now.
It'd be really funny if at some point you could just word for word do one.
Yeah.
Like just whatever he's done that day.
Oh,
just
yeah,
word
do
for word copy it. but
exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
No, and then tag him in it.
But it's gone ballistic, hasn't it? Like your socials have gone
Yeah, a lot
insane.
more.
And like Bill Bear shared it. And
Yeah.
didn't he get in touch?
Yeah, so he shared like 3 of them, and then I messaged him saying thanks for sharing, like, because he's my favourite, I think, of all time, one of them. And he wrote back saying, your videos are hilarious. I came in my pants. But I had that, I showed an act at a comedy club, the message, and he grabbed my phone and went, and I was like, if someone wrote back, you know what I mean? I was like, I'd bite you if that had... Do you know, because I look at it when I'm drunk sometimes, and I go,
This is it.
if I accidentally press like the aubergine emoji or something, I don't even want it on my, it's too precious. But yeah, he did, Channing Tatum did.
Wow.
So it's all the hot guys. Ryan Reynolds shared it as well, and then who else was there? Chris Pratt. So it's just,
Can I ask you a question? When you're out, because you do them on the, you're walking in a park or...
Yeah.
What was the floor coat one? Were you in Abu Dhabi or something?
No, that was in Dubai. I sent to Saudi Arabia. Yeah, I paid 60 quid to get a guy to drive me to the desert to film it. And there was a point because he's obviously fucking, doesn't earn much, gets full of influencers over there all the time. And I was walking, filming it. I looked and I was like, if you left me here, I wouldn't blame you. You know what I mean? Because he just saw me walking around. He's like, what are you doing? That was there. But yeah, people.
How many times do you have to? It's a fucking it's a monologue, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have to nail it. Do you have to do it a few takes? Because I've watched it going, this is unbelievable memory recall with the timing of it and everything. Are you like 8 takes in going, Jesus, it's going to be a long walk around the park?
And it depends. There'll be people around, like someone walk around with their kids, and you go, you just fucked up. But sometimes it's first time, and then other times it's 10 or 15. Right. It just depends what's happening. Someone will start drilling. And it's bad, because I did that one in the sea the other day, and I had to walk in. It was a Sunday, and it was sunny, so everyone was on the beach. And I was fully clothed, because I wanted it to look like I'd been thrown off a boat. And so I had to walk into the sea fully clothed with my phone. And you kind of have to strip all your dignity and just go, in the name of content. But I walk in and I'm just soaked and everyone's just looking at what the fuck is he doing. That one took ages because it was so cold, so I couldn't get the words out. And then I finally came out and just come out soaked and got back in the car, and I think they just thought, that's mad.
It just looks like you WhatsApp video calling someone.
My mum was like, lucky they do all right, because if they didn't, we'd section you. You know what I mean? If you were doing that and 4 people were watching, fucking hell.
They're fucking brilliant.
It is, you do feel embarrassed. But then you got to do it. Because I think everyone's filming themselves anyway, even if it's like, you go, I don't know why, like a florist or something. They just, we're all doing it, aren't we?
You've got to now. It started with just comedians, and then it went comedians and musicians and everything else, and it's all sell yourself. But it's every business now.
Yeah.
Has got to be putting content out, no matter what it is. Restaurants have to put videos of their food out and be
sizzling burger and stuff like that.
You can't start any sort of business without having a content game behind you.
Yeah, but most restaurants don't have to wade out into the sea.
No, there's very few people who have to do lower themselves like that. But look, I'm like Kinga from Big Brother. Do you remember her?
Yeah.
Shove the bottle. Yeah.
Did she fuck herself with a wine bottle?
Yeah,
she fucked herself with a wine bottle as a man called Anthony looked at her, was like, fucking what?
The Geordie guy.
Yeah.
What?
He was Geordie, wasn't he?
Which Big Brother was? I checked out by it.
No, this was early doors, maybe 4, 3, 4, 5.
Wow.
McCosey was in it as well. Remember McCosey?
Oh,
He fucked it in
yeah.
the fucking in the hot tub, didn't he?
Is that the ass?
Who did he fucking... Oh, I remember something like that. Who was the first person to do it?
The first person to win.
To shag in that house. I can't remember who it was. It was like a big deal.
I don't know.
First person to win it was a Scouser.
Craig. I remember
Charles.
Craig. Where's Craig now?
Handyman Craig.
Yeah.
Craig Charles.
He might...
He was in Post Left, wasn't he?
He was a painter and decorator, wasn't he? And then he full handyman. That's what
Yeah.
He got his own DIY show, and he was on this morning with Phil and Holly going, "Hey, here's how you screw stuff in."
Mad.
Just showed you.
That had a shelf life.
Whoa. Michelle and Stuart were the first people to have sex on Big Brother.
Okay.
Yeah. Couldn't tell you who those cunts are.
Big up Michelle and Stuart.
What was Kinga? What season was she? She was key.
I think it's later than you think.
I'm Kinga from Big Brother 6.
She basically...
I remember you.
2005. I don't know what series that was, but
that was one of the biggest moments in TV history, that though.
I remember that, people thinking that was the worst society could get. That now looks like the fucking Renaissance.
You wouldn't hear about it.
6.
You wouldn't hear about it now.
Yeah,
if that happened now,
just
if
no
there
one
was
give a
Big
shit.
Brother and someone fucked themselves with a wine bottle, you might not know about it.
Yeah.
But here we are, fucking 19 years later, going it's like a solar eclipse. Do you remember the eclipse?
She's like Princess
Put the
Diana
special
now.
glasses on to watch it.
Well, there's these two twins called the Island Boys. Have you seen them?
Yeah.
They kissed each other for content because
still
their
do?
numbers were dropping, so they made out of each other. That's where we're at. I'm getting in the sea. They're kissing each other. It's fun. It's funny
There's so
as
much
well.
shite now. You miss. The US government confirmed aliens a couple of years ago.
During COVID, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, they confirmed aliens.
Everyone went,
And everyone was like,
no content of them, though, is there?
yeah.
Don't care.
Get the boozers open, Rishi.
If an alien fucked itself with a bottle, I reckon we'd be interested.
Yeah, we want to know.
Yeah, there's an
McKinnon's
OnlyFans that'd work.
I think they'd speak King on.
Whoa.
That's the best thing I've ever done on this podcast. I am mad.
I love the recency bias of those. Best thing ever.
There's another as well, like everyone, because obviously algorithms are shit, but I always get those gangster podcasts, when it's two guys
Yep.
Oh,
talking
yeah,
to
yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah,
funny because you go, like, they talk about, like, how many people they killed in the 80s. And then they're like, oh, we never snitch on, and then they're doing a pod about it. But they, like, you go, this is mad. That they were probably, like, digging a hole in a basement in New York, and then go, oh, we should start a fucking podcast together. You know what I mean? It's just, like,
We've got some
everyone has
stories.
one. Yeah. But they all do. The hooligan guys as
lads
well.
just digging, going, like just having a laugh at each other and going, this should be a podcast,
yeah. This should be our dynamics, great.
We can do that.
Well, there's that Sammy the Bull Gravano guy. He killed 20 people, and he does the circuit.
Yeah. No, he does.
20 fucking
There's
people.
also there's like 3 of them. John Elite,
Michael Franzese.
Frankie Francesi. Yeah, like they all just go on and go, yeah, I killed loads of people, and everyone's like, oh, cool, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's
Weird. But they've all been kicked out, haven't they? Obviously.
No, not all of them. And they're not admitting it. They're just going, I know how these things went down.
They're doing an OJ.
Oh no, John Elite.
If I did it.
If I did it, yeah.
John Elite says I killed all these
R.I.P.
people. This is how I did it.
He must have been to prison then.
He has.
And he's out. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I
Michael
think he
Franzese
snitched,
goes,
didn't he, or
here's how
something?
you would do it if you were going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are doing it.
If I was in the mob,
Yeah.
this is how I
He's
do
literally
it.
talking to Piers Morgan going, like people have been killed and I knew about it. Like I think that's a direct quote. You know what I mean, Piers?
Is the mafia
bang,
just
bang.
fucking closed down like Woolworths now? Are they done?
I think the Italian one is kind of...
Because if people are going in podcasts going, hey, this is what happened, this is how it went down.
well,
I
they're
think
all
the mafia.
dead. All their people are dead.
Right.
So it's like, I don't know.
I think they're just a little more. I mean, like John Gotti was basically a celebrity, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I think it's just a little bit more like, hey, stop being so out of face and now let's
And just do podcasts.
They got him because on the wiretaps he always talked about himself in the third person.
Yeah.
So in case there was any thought it might not be him, you go, "I, John Gotti, severed his fucking head." It's like, that's great.
John Gotti did all them crimes.
Yeah. Me, John Gotti, born on this day. Yeah, my national insurance number. It's the hooligan ones are great as well. When it's like they talk about like the 80s, and you just sound like such fucking losers. And they're like, there was 8 of us, 300 of them, and it's like, yeah, and probably like 70 dads and their kids trying to have a good day, and you're fucking ruining it.
Proper naughty. I love those dudes.
And then they talk about mental health. They go, mental health's important at the end of everything. You're like, what's that have to do with what you've just been saying?
Because it just
spent a lot of the
legitimises
late
it. It
80s.
goes,
Yeah.
I killed 28 people and I used to punch people up at Millwall. But, it made me sad.
It made me sad.
I feel bad about it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I kick fuck out of them. Now I do yoga.
Yeah. Sponsored by Calm. Yeah, they confuse genuine guilt for the stuff they've done with actual mental health problems, I think, is the problem. So maybe you should be depressed. You haven't seen your kids because you spent every weekend
Yeah, I've got
beating
mental health
up
issues,
people
but
up
you've
on
got
football.
Remorse. You murderous cunt.
When's the ISIS podcast?
What?
When's the ISIS podcast?
20 years' time, probably. Like 20 years
Thing
ago,
is, they
would have
might
had the
just
mob
be
one.
already doing it. They're just not putting it on YouTube. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you got their own one.
Yeah.
No, they'll have radios. They'll have radio stations, surely. Genuinely.
What?
Yeah, they must
Propaganda,
do.
isn't it, to the local area? They'll be
No,
on.
it's not Good Morning fucking Vietnam for Al Qaeda.
I bet you.
Good morning, Islamabad. That's not how, got to keep the troops happy, They're up there in the training camp, fucking bored.
I bet you. I bet you there's an ISIS radio station, propaganda one. I bet you. Any money?
Right.
There's got to be because they got to
Yeah.
get to the people, haven't they? Got to speak to the soldiers and shit.
What would the music be? I wonder if they have any. Yeah.
It is a less developed part of the world, so maybe they just haven't got a podcast yet.
Yeah,
It's not Razor Light.
No, definitely isn't.
you'll send them a roadcaster like a shoebox appeal.
Well, you never know. Yeah.
Here you go. Al Bayram. ISIS takes over
Whack
radio
it
station
on.
in Libya. There you go. They've got an
They're
Islamic.
not podcasting yet.
No, but they've got an Islamic State.
They're a little
radio
behind. They're doing commercial radio.
911.5.
Crazy Hamza in the morning.
9/11 and a half. That's a sequel.
He's bonkers.
9/11 and a half. The next one.
Red, you were nearly Harry Potter, weren't you?
No, that is. I mean, I exaggerated it for to try and get some attention. For
Let's
Edinburgh days.
just make sure we get this right and not like cut over the last bit. What are you looking at?
Oh, Finn was trying to segue, and I've just broke his segue in half.
Okay.
All good.
Sorry, you were trying to segue from ISIS radio to Harry Potter.
To Red being in a near terrorist attack.
Oh yeah, that's in as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually true.
Right, okay. Let's one insane thing at a time.
Harry Potter first, terrorist attack. No, I did an audition when I was 9 for Harry Potter, and I got a callback. And then, so when I did my Edinburgh debut, I made out like it was just between me and Daniel Radcliffe. Cause I thought,
You were going to be Harry Potter?
yeah, I auditioned for it. And
Okay.
so, but I didn't want to be, it was like, so at the time, they auditioned like 10,000 kids in the UK.
Yeah.
And like, any kid with like dark hair got asked to audition. And I got a callback, but that, that
What
would
was the audition? What did you have to do?
It was, you'd have to go like, Hermione, don't bloody hell, you know what I mean? I was terrible.
I don't think you named your lines, did you? No, I did. Bloody hell.
I was like, I'm just going to, the charisma's going to get me through this one.
I'll blag it.
Yeah, I'm going to
That's the
fucking
scene
wing
where
it.
they're all bladdered and
Yeah.
Hermione's kicking off. Hermione, fucking leave him. He's not worth it.
Put my own spin on it. But then Jack Whitehall apparently said he nearly got the role, and then I found that out, and I was like, I'm not even the most successful person who didn't get it. It's fucking shit, isn't it? But yeah, no, I didn't get it. Shame. I think I would have had more fun.
Where was it? Where was the audition?
Can't remember. It was somewhere in London. You're just like in a sort of, because they were going to schools and everything.
Would you have
By the way, I'm picturing you playing him with that mustache.
This gut mustache.
With that mustache and that voice. Voldemort, like,
Yeah.
I'm not really going home, not really.
Yeah.
Siggy.
No, I think it would have been good. It's always like, Daniel Radcliffe, I always see articles of him when he goes, I don't care about money or stuff like that. And
You do.
well, fuck you then, man. You should have been, like, because I do, yeah. I would have had a way better time,
Would you have played it differently?
Yeah. Just a bit more, a bit more sexual. With everyone as well.
Snape.
I would have fucked everyone.
Only at you.
Change the script. Like, I
Call
want
me
to
the
fuck everyone. Are you playing a 9-year-old boy? I want to fuck everybody.
Who's
in
this
scene.
sexed up wizard kid?
Boy who lived came to fuck.
Voldemort bends over.
But,
I'll show you my defence against your dark ass. Get here, lad.
Scouse him up as well.
Yeah, I think me and Emma
He's on a
Thompson would
pedal.
be talking. Not because, that sound worse than his menu.
Who would you have added your Hermione if you could cast there?
Kelly Brook.
No, didn't even think. Didn't even need to think.
The speed of which that came out.
I grown Kelly Brook though.
Jemima Begum.
She's Voldemort.
She's on the radio now, isn't she?
Whoa! What did you say?
She's on the radio now.
She's
isn't
got
she?
drive time.
She's got a podcast. My parenting hell. That's bad.
A 9-year-old you with a fully grown Kel Brook.
Not
Kel Brook.
Kel Brook?
Oh, do you think I said Kel Brook?
Kel Brook as Hermione Granger would be unbelievable.
Kel Brook. Kel Brook. Come here, Voldemort, lad. What's it? Kelly Brook.
And you were almost in a terror attack.
Yeah, terror attack as well.
Tick that one off.
No, I went to, this isn't exaggerated, I was on Oxford Street and it was like, everyone started, do you remember when Ollie Murs did the tweeting that day? He basically
He dropped a new
incited
album, and everyone was like, "That's a terror."
Yeah. No, there was a fight this was like 2016, so everything was, it was like the Bataclan and all that, like London Bridge and all that stuff. And so it was like high alert, and two guys had a fight, and someone in the tube, and someone, he's got a gun, and that just spread, Chinese whispers, onto Oxford Street, and it was like fucking chaos for an hour. So I like ran up to the 5th floor of this building and just hid under a table. Not good.
Did you tell them what was going on?
What's that?
Did you tell them what was going on?
Nah, fuck them. I just thought that the less they know, the closer to the door they'll be. And bullets run out at some point. No. Fucking hell.
Did you really just run into a random building
Yeah,
and go?
because this woman ran at me. She'd fallen over. She had blood on her face. And she was like, run. And everyone was just running. There's a helicopter, like, circling thing. People were tweeting. So I can't remember. It was like Tommy Robinson or someone like that got hold of it and was like, ISIS are fucking attacking. The Daily Mail did a story saying a bomb's gone off. So I was like Googling all this
Good
stuff.
responsible journalism, innit?
Yeah. But it's so quickly. And Ollie Murs is there like, I'm hiding in fucking H&M changing rooms.
Ollie Murs on the scene.
Yeah, you can just picture him clutching some fucking ripped jeans with 8 ripped jeans, 8 pink T-shirts.
So it wasn't a heart attack, it was just a
It
fight.
wasn't. It was just a fight. So the whole place got locked down for like an hour. It was genuinely like all the police were there. It was helicopters, everything. Nothing happened. But it was this sort of like, I mean, people like you really saw like the fucking the side of human beings just within seconds. Like it's like
If on Oxford Street, if I could hear a hubbub and then a woman ran towards me, bleeding from the face,
Yeah.
and shouted, "Run!" I'm fucking out of there. You
well,
know what I mean?
it
Like,
wasn't
what a
just
load of
that. It was like the whole street behind her are running. So it's like fuck. And so you
Would
know,
you start punching people out the way? Because I think what he means is humanity just breaks down. Everyone's like, every man for himself.
just start swinging.
yeah.
That's it. You're fucking going down.
But no, this Costa, they put a table in front of their door, and then everyone just lay under the table like this, and people were like banging, going, "Let me in!" It's just people clutching their sandwiches, like, "If I don't look at you, you don't exist." It's so
There's only so much coffee to go around.
yeah, it's so bad.
Fuck.
But yeah,
But
so-
nothing actually happened. It's like
Nothing
the episode
happened.
of Friends where Ross thinks he's being like shot at and it's a car backfiring.
Yeah,
It's just bad, isn't it?
I haven't seen that one.
It's class.
When he jumps on the
I'll check
subway. It is a classic episode. Mad.
But yeah, so it was a weird day. Like, but yeah, I realised you go, oh yeah, there's not going to be any. Because I don't know if you're as sad as I am, but like, sort of 5% of me thinks that I would fucking Con Air it in a situation, and then I realised that day it's not, not happening.
You got any fighting skills?
No.
No.
No, I've just watched fighting, so you know what I mean. But you go, oh, I've seen enough.
You do think you'd be a hero, though?
Yeah,
Whenever
of
I watch
course.
like 9/11 documentaries,
Yeah.
it's just like 2 or 3 times a week. I always think I'd have been one of the guys to fight back on the plane.
Yeah.
I'm not just letting him fly that in the Twin Towers. Like, if
Right,
I'm going
actually-
down, I'm punching his head in on the way, you know what I mean?
Oh, totally.
I think that.
Well, like that Mark Wahlberg thing. Did you hear that? This is fucking great. He went. He goes.
If I was there, it wouldn't
He
have
goes,
happened.
if I was there, it wouldn't have happened like that. What you would have heard is a scuffle in the cockpit, my voice on the tannoy. And Mark Wahlberg can't fly a plane. What's funny about that is he probably would have done that and then flown into a fucking school by mistake and made it worse.
Do you think you'd fought back?
I bet you loads of people got killed on the plane that we don't know of. We never will know of.
Yeah.
They'd have killed loads of people on the plane.
Yeah.
They'd
But
have-
if you don't know what's going to, you know what I mean? You go, maybe this will land. You know what I mean? No, it's hard to know what.
They think you. They're telling you, "Hey, we're taking you hostage. We're going to land." They're not going. Listen, this is going into a building. So you're hoping that it's just a
That's what-
hostage situation.
Well,
Of
the only
course.
the only reason United 93 found out is phone calls. They
Yeah.
found out that they'd gone into the towers and they'd gone, oh, they're not landing this plane. We need to take it down.
But
So
it's
the
that
wa-
risk, isn't it? Because if some like guy coked up twat gets up and goes, "I'm fighting them," you go, "No, this could have landed fine." You know,
Yeah.
you just don't know. It
Yeah,
is hard.
people could be like, "Sit down, you're making it worse."
And you can always go, they've crashed 2 other planes, but maybe with a negotiation plane.
Yeah.
I know what's.
I'm telling you now, though, if they ever do it again and I'm on it, then I'm fighting back because
I'm starting a podcast with them.
I'm fucking Wahlberging it.
Yeah, you would fight back, though.
I think after 9/11, if someone takes over a plane, now you're like, because before 9/11, flying it into a building wasn't a conceivable option. There was bombs that had gone off on planes, but mainly planes got hijacked and taken places, and you were a hostage. That's where you go, this is awful. But now everyone's like, lads, you're not flying this into anything. So I think you'd probably, people would be with you.
And then you get control of the plane and fly yourself to a better holiday than the
Oh,
one you
go to
got.
Barbados. I've killed the terrorists. We're all going to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
A flight with 300 people has landed in Barbados, killing everyone.
Crash into the runway. Nearly.
Mark Wahlberg is initially being blamed.
Prague, load of shite, mate. Bali, here we come. Welcome to ROWE Airlines, boys.
Are you the terrorist?
What?
You just want to go somewhere better? I'll take us somewhere, lad.
Hang on, what are the pilots doing at this point? Are you holding them hostage? Listen, I've got rid of them. Now you're fucking flying
Well,
there.
no, I would imagine. I'm just putting myself in the mind of the terrorists,
Right.
which I find quite easy to do. I think you blow the pilots' heads off, don't you?
Yeah.
You kill them because then the rest of the passengers will have to trust that you're
So
the
they're
only one who
already
can fly
gone.
the plane.
They
They're
trust
gone.
you to land it then.
They're
Yeah.
gone.
You're the only pilot left.
You're-
Destination
they're-
terrorism.
And you're on a flight to Prague,
Yeah.
and you're like, we're going Bali.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, do you reckon we've got enough fuel, Adam? So you're like, yes, fine. We'll just get them dead high, we'll float the rest.
Who's the shoe bomber guy? He was fucking
Richard
useless.
Reed.
Yeah. Where was that? That was going. I can't remember where that was going. He kept trying to do
this?
it.
Richard Reed, the shoe bomber, he had a bomb in his heel, and the reason it didn't go off is he didn't have a lighter that worked on the plane.
And I think he
a
was,
lighter.
wasn't he asking people and
light the
stuff?
bomb.
You got a light.
And why was he going to do it?
Just a bad guy. He's in Guantanamo Bay.
Is he?
Oh no, he's not. He's in.
He's the reason you have to take your boots off at an airport.
Yeah, he's in the
You
Rock-
don't, do you?
He's in the Rockies. He's in the Supermax.
He's in the Rocky films.
Yeah, he's Reeve and Drago.
Guantanamo still
It's not
still
Guantanamo,
doing business?
It's the Supermax. Guantanamo.
Oh, is
still open.
it? Ow.
He's in all the Rockies.
Yeah, you know the guy who did what's he called? Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, who was mastermind in 9/11. He's still there. And his lawyer hasn't seen him since like 2011. So I reckon he's like,
The fellow who masterminded 9/11.
Yeah.
I thought that was.
well, Bin Laden, but Khalid Sheikh Mohammed was like the on the ground,
The money guy.
the like sort of the details guy.
Muhammad
Oh,
Ali.
So Bin
he's
Laden
the
was the
manager.
figurehead.
Bin
Yeah,
Laden's
yeah,
like
yeah.
technical director.
No,
Yeah.
I think Bin Laden was like Klopp. This is Pep Linders.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got bins here. Do you know what I mean?
He's because he's been there for so long and his lawyer hasn't seen him, so I don't know what they've done to
know
him.
Muhammad
there.
Oh,
That's
they're
what's the
bumming
fun,
his head clean off.
He's
every day.
reeked
Why
from
would you
Game of
want him?
Thrones now, you know.
What?
Just leave him.
What do you mean?
No, but I
They
don't
want
want
to torture him, don't they?
Yeah, but don't bomb his
And-
head in.
But he's a severely devout Muslim man.
Yeah.
To the point where he masterminded 9/11 for the cause. The last thing he wants is to be bummed by a man.
He's
you
not,
do that every
I don't
day.
think he's a man anymore.
Give
I
him a
think he's-
Tommy's margarita when he's thirsty. What's he gonna do then? Can't drink alcohol, can he? But he's thirsty. Not bad.
Give him a top of chocolate and bum his head in. There's some women who'd love that, like.
Where you going for the hen do, Stacey? Guantanamo. Go home. Guantanamo with the girls. Doing a reveal at the airport departures. Where are we going? Guantanamo Bay! Where is it, Stacey? No fucking idea. It's either Prague or Bali. One of the two. We'll be fine.
Cuba.
Not at the neighbours,
I know where it is. Stacey doesn't, mate.
Gonna get our head bummed in on the Tommy's girls.
What are you in for? 9/11. What are you in for? Stacey's in here.
I'm marrying Gary. What's the deal? If you go to Cuba, is there just a little bit of Guantanamo? There's like the bit where everyone's like,
On the
oh,
bay,
yeah.
innit? You don't go near the bay.
You get off the wrong stop.
Right.
I think it's a very, it's out the way. It's not like on the strip. 2 shots coming
Tiger, pop with Guantanamo Bay, Yatesies.
Don't go too far.
I was meant to go to Cuba, and then a hurricane hit that hard that the airport no longer existed. Isn't that shit?
Wow.
Sorry, Carl.
Yeah. I was going to go to Guantanamo as well on the strip. Yeah. The airport got blown away.
I'd love to go to Cuba.
I'm still going to go.
I was going to go to Cuba instead of Italy last year. I was going to do
Havana.
Mexico and Cuba. Yeah.
They've still got the embargo, haven't they? So they're driving the same cars that they had in
Well, it's all like 50s.
1957.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, so we say, oh, isn't this cool? They're like, no, we just have...
No, they're
mid-market
absolutely impoverished.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
like, I'd
yeah,
love
yeah.
a
But
car.
it looks class, though. Like, I know it's poverty in that, and I'm fetishizing it, but it looks class.
They've had to shabby chic a 1956 Cadillac
Yeah.
8 times just to keep the cunt running.
It looks class though.
And you get down to Guantanamo.
Like the photographs you'd get over there. Yeah, I know everyone's skint and that. But like having one of those cars in the background while you're fucking chonging on a big fucking Cuban cigar. That picture would be your profile picture for the rest of your life.
Whenever
They
we
don't know
talk
how
like
good they've
this,
got it.
makes me so nervous because I can feel the Patreon special coming. Cuba, the Guantanamo Bay Patreon special. We're going. I booked it.
They've all got good display pictures though, haven't they? Everyone's got belter fucking. Look at me in my car.
You can wear a cream suit and no one bats an eyelid. Imagine if I was sat here in a cream suit right now.
My mum's car.
You'd all be like, what are you doing? If I bounced out in a cream suit in Cuba, I'd just blend in.
It's worth the poverty. Adam Rowe walking around like the man from Del Monte. This is fucking class. You're starving. Look how good I look. And it reflects the heat.
Nice car.
Well, they do have like good literacy rates there, but it doesn't. It's like everyone can spell, but no one's can eat. It kind of seems like it doesn't really matter. Does it?
Amateur boxers.
Alphabet spaghetti.
Should we have a little break?
Shall we have a breakage?
What's happening, lads? If you haven't got yourself a VPN yet, what are you waiting for? You've got to get the best in the game. It's NordVPN. Go to nordvpn.com/have-a-word. And what did he get, Dan?
Can I ask a question? I don't know what it's mad, isn't it? But I don't know what a VPN is. What is a VPN?
A VPN is a way to improve your internet security and also change your location to be anywhere on the planet.
Oh, yes.
You can trick your computer into thinking it's in Mozambique,
Mogadishu.
Mogadishu.
Bhutan.
Yeah.
Ecuador.
Oh, man. Ecuador. Wherever you want. Sri Lanka.
places.
Where do you want to go on a little digital holiday? You can decide at the click of a button with NordVPN. If you go to nordvpn.com/have-a-word, you get 4 months free when you sign up for the 2-year plan. Isn't that an absolute belter?
Ooh. And
more security, more freedom. Is there a film on the Mogadishu Netflix that you want to watch? Well, then go to Mogadishu for the day.
Yeah.
Digitally.
Lovely.
You don't have to wait in airport queues. No. You can be in Mogadishu. Quick as that.
NordVPN.com/have-a-word.
4 free months with a 2-year plan.
What a deal.
Go on. Final bit.
Part 4 out of 4. Got some correspondence if you want to ask us a question. Get it into haveawordpod@gmail.com. If you want VIP on that shit, patreon.com/haveawordpod. Liam McKenna asks, lads, did you see what happened recently at an Arj Barker gig? Apparently a breastfeeding lady was asked to leave the show because it was putting him off his rhythm. Interested to hear what you make of this, and do Dan and Adam think it would be off-putting to them mid-show, a breastfeeding lady?
Babies shouldn't be at comedy shows.
That is wild, isn't it?
It's not the breastfeeding that... It's not the breastfeeding.
Doesn't make it any different. You're still there with the... You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, I was breastfed, so...
Yeah.
Oh, people can whip the tits out all show for me.
But why is your baby there?
What?
Why you got your baby? Leave it at home.
Right.
She's like, it's absolutely... It's a total non-issue that's been made into an issue because that's the world we live in, because everyone wants clicks and stuff. Like, he asked her to leave because she had a baby at the show. She's gone. It's because I'm breastfeeding. But that was never specified. No, she's just a fucking nightmare, isn't she? Parents are the most entitled cunts.
We are. We're awful,
planet.
Red. We're awful.
They are, though.
I'm constantly breastfeeding at comedian shows. I'm
You
always doing
distracted
it.
me. I've got me baby here, me. Nightmare of a woman. Absolute fucking... What's she doing?
I mean, what if it's a venue thing where you're like, you can have your baby in?
Why? What venue?
What?
Why would anyone any
Can't even
babies
have
anyway?
kids.
Yeah, and it must have been 8 o'clock or something. Was this a fringe show?
No, it's like a Melbourne festival.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, she shouldn't turn up with the baby.
No, it's fucking stupid. And then, did you see she went on the news to whinge about it? Like, the news were like, can we talk to you? She was like, I'd fucking love to do that. I'd love to have a little bit more of a whinge. And she goes on the fucking news and she's got her baby. Like, because obviously they've got, we're going to need the baby in camera.
Yes.
And the baby cried the entire time.
That's funny.
While she was on the news. And it was like, you see?
It'd be funny if they kicked her and they said, sorry, you can't carry on the broadcast because you're fucking baby.
Babies anywhere. Fuck
The
off.
thing is, as well, if it wasn't the baby, there would have been another thing. You know, she wouldn't have liked to joke. The baby's just a prop here.
I think
for
she
her
wanted to be kicked
personality.
out because she wanted to get on the news.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not asked about breastfeeding.
But people
Do it
bring their
wherever,
kids
but
into show and
you
they go,
can't
it's
have-
fine. And you go, I don't want to talk about stuff with the 10-year-old here.
No, they do that thing of
it's
going,
fine.
I'm the
You
parent,
go, "So,
I'll decide what's
not
allowed.
my
You're like,
fault
you
you're a bad
haven't
parent."
seen this show.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. It
It
also
ruins
puts
it as
everyone
well.
else
It
in the room off.
Completely puts them off. And then they always inevitably, 5 minutes in, get up and leave with the kid. It's like, yeah, I told you.
Yeah.
You're not going to enjoy this.
It's insane, and it's genuine. I know you get all uppity when I bring this up because you're a father and you've got children. And
I
I'm
don't
not
get all uppity, but it is a straw man that you are like raging against all parents.
No, they are
No,
entitled.
It's literally 4.8 billion people in the world, and you're like, they're a fucking nightmare. They're breastfeeding everywhere in my flat. Like,
it's a generalisation, and I'm not
No
saying it
shit.
applies to every
No shit,
parent,
yeah.
but 99.99% of parents.
yeah.
are
Well, thank you for
entitled
qualifying. Yeah, thank you.
You're
for
in the
qualifying.
0.01.
No, I'm
You're
entitled.
sound.
I love
Oh, yeah.
it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Stop moaning then.
Take my kids everywhere to fucking raves.
You're invited to me. You're invited to me wedding. I'm going to bring the baby. No, why?
Yeah, which I said, didn't I?
No,
I said
you're
that.
not you.
Oh no, I'm the.
Why? I'm
0.1.
not coming then. All right, fuck off then. Your baby's not like a ticket to do whatever you want. You use it as
Carl,
an excuse.
respectfully, there's
Not
4
you,
people going to your wedding, so you know.
Not you, but it happened. Gonna bring me baby? No, the baby isn't invited. It'll be a shit bevy.
Do you know? There's another wedding I'm going to, Will's wedding, where he was like, "And kids are invited."
No kids.
Laura was like, "What?" I went, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, kids. So your kids are coming." I was like, "Oh, they fuck. They'll ruin the drinking." So Laura absolutely poo-pooed that immediately.
Yeah, no kids.
So you're not
Anyway,
having kids at your wedding?
I'm not having kids.
Yeah. Okay, at all.
Fuck them. No, fuck them. But no kids.
That's why they're not allowed at the
Don't
wedding,
fuck 'em.
because he'll get.
I'd have kids at the day of me wedding. You know, that's fine.
Yeah, but then the parents like, we've got to take her home. All right, I'm not asked.
Yeah, cool, whatever.
Like,
Let
they
them
always
go.
have an excuse.
Yeah, but that's not my problem. My problem isn't parents have to have their children in their lives. I understand that. I'm quite
Just
accepting
they're
of that.
entitled cunts.
They are entitled.
It's a
cunts.
surprise that you've got any parents coming to your wedding because they're such cunts.
They are entitled.
Nightmare.
They
Asking
are.
to park near
Get
the venue.
out my parking spot. Why? We've done this before, but yeah,
Yeah, every time. And it's the same shit every time.
we're right every time as well.
Yeah. Can't wait for these cunts to have kids. I can't wait to go to an Arch Bark again. Said it wrong, you lose the argument. Fucking pricks. Cameron says, wag wag lids. Not sure if you've seen Scoop, the drama about Prince Andrew. The drama about the Prince Andrew pedo interview. But it made me think, what unlikely news stories should be made into a film, and who would you cast?
Hugh Edwards' ass pictures.
The gritty drama.
That was quick, that, you know, Carl.
Denzel Washington as Hugh Edwards.
Nice, because you've got to do
You do this
representation.
shit to me! Like, he goes mad.
You'll be looking at pictures of my ass in Guantanamo Bay when I get through with you. Shoe program.
Stacey.
Nice.
Yeah, Hugh Edwards' ass, Denzel. Bosh.
Cat in a bin woman. That should have been a superhero earlier, by the way.
Remember there, mate?
Mad, that one, Lash the cat in a bin. It was, and that was the heyday of news, by the way. Because
Yeah.
if that happened now, that'd be a viral video for the day. It'd be
No
done.
one would
That
care.
was 3 weeks. That
Yeah.
that was.
Do you remember Cecil? That was the biggest thing for a
lion.
month. Yeah, the lion.
What's Cecil the Lion again?
He got shot by the dentist who paid to go shoot him. But it was like,
Oh, yeah.
it was like as big as any war is now.
Harambe?
On Facebook for about a month. It was, people were like crying, you know,
Yeah.
Cecil, it was.
Harambe? My man
Yeah.
took over the world.
Now you could go shoot a rump.
It's a Muslim dating app. That.
It's also the picture of them being like, hey.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah. That's the. What did you say?
Are you on Harambe?
It's
Not just
also
Muslims with infidel.
it's the picture though, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
it's that's what makes it they're literally on it like we
Of
fucking
course.
got one.
But it's the news cycle as well. I think you get unlucky, you know?
If there's
Like,
nothing going on.
Nothing going on. You could go and, like, you know, get caught wanking in the toilet. And if you're lucky, there's a terrorist attack that day.
This
You
does
know?
sound like you're speaking from experience.
Are you wanking on the 5th floor?
What do you think I was doing on 9/11?
Thank fuck for all your nerves
Is
taking
that-
these off me.
You know what I mean? You hope something huge happens.
He's right though.
Yeah. It's like, remember when Michael Jackson died? Who died? Farrah Fawcett died that day. No one gave. Well, who was it? Was it her? I can't remember. Yeah, someone like that. And it's just like no one. Everyone
Who's
was like,
that?
She was
Invented the
60s
tap.
like pin-up.
I was about to say the exact same thing. We've always been
It was
sympathetic.
Farrah
Yeah,
Great
was that?
memory. Yeah, it was.
What was she in? She was in James Bond, wasn't she?
Charlie's Angels.
Charlie's Angels, that's it.
Yeah.
Who are you casting as Cat Bin Woman? Kelly Brook?
No, Kelbrook.
Kelbrook.
100%.
Punches the cat.
Absolutely
Hermione and
leathers.
Captain Woman. What a fucking day for Kelly Brook, mate. Back in the limelight.
She was horrible, Amy. Can't be horrible bitch. What did she do after that?
I thought you meant Kelly Brook. I was like, she's great.
She's
No, we
nice.
just threw cat in a bin and closed it.
I don't think anything happened to her. Don't even know if they ever caught her. She's on the front.
She's still at large.
Where's Kurt? Because he kicked the cat, didn't he?
Who?
Zuma.
Okay.
Kids,
Yeah.
It was mad that just got brushed away as well. He absolutely fucking volleyed his cat all round his fucking gaff. And they went, hey, this is horrible, this. And he was just like,
It's not totally brushed away. I saw pictures of a stag do all dressed as Kurt Zuma,
Jason, yeah.
and the stag was the cat. I mean, in terms of creative stag do fancy dress, pretty decent.
Yeah.
Like, it's still, like, and people sing about him.
He gets
and
meowed
stuff.
at a lot at stadiums. Genuinely. People meow at him.
They're nasty, aren't they?
Catty.
Whoa. Oh, Lord.
Who are you casting as Kurt Zuma in there?
Yeah, not Denzel. Tell you that. Have we got some icks?
We do. We've got a few icks that
You
we
got
sent
any
in.
icks, Red? Anything that bothers you about your wife?
Nah. I got loads of icks. People paying stuff out loud on the phone on the way up here. This guy just fucking watching stuff on his phone. He's so fucked. You know, have you ever had it when you leave your headphones at home and then you go, "But I fucked up my day."
Yeah, you can't
And
watch stuff.
You've got
public,
that's your fault and you pay for it. But people just play it out loud. It's mad.
Yeah, that is a genuine ick with Laura, how much she's scrolling. And I get annoyed at it while I'm scrolling. It's such a hypocritical
What,
move.
just staring at your
Like,
phone?
oh, why don't you just read a book or something while I'm like...
I walk to the loo looking at my phone and piss and I go, this is
Yeah, it's wild.
insane.
a problem, yeah.
I unplugged my phone the other day to go and brush my teeth with it. So I could scroll on TikTok while I was brushing my teeth.
I blow
Yeah.
dry my ear. I blow dry my ear with a YouTube video and I can barely hear it.
My
You should have
thumb
learned how to do
clicks.
that by now, you know.
It's mad, and it's just
But
mad.
it's like I'll get in the bath and I'll have a podcast on. Like I just can't. It's become so.
There's no thinking time.
Not at all. You're
I don't
so.
want to think, mate.
No,
Yeah.
good. I don't want to. The thoughts can't get in if
Yeah.
I'm listening to gangsters.
No,
and-
it's just... There's got to be some point where you don't have something getting fucking jammed in your head.
And then you have to think about yourself.
Says us,
and
who
your
are currently
decisions.
jamming shit in people's head.
Yeah.
Someone's having a shit listening to this right
having a
now.
wank.
And it's... No.
Someone's wanked and shagged to this. Defo.
Yeah.
No,
Shagged. We've had people write in saying they've shagged to this.
Oh, mate.
It's happening, girl.
If you're bonking right now,
Yeah.
what up?
Give them some. Set the mood down.
Idris Elba.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
If you're having sex right
spank
now,
it.
put your finger up his ass. Just do it. Sorry, mate.
Oh, there you go. You loved it.
And also, Alexa, play, I don't know,
Gangster's Paradise.
Gangster's Paradise by
Strangers.
Coolio.
Alexa, set an alarm for 3 a.m.
Oh, no. We do this every 8 months.
Alexa,
What, in a-
Alexa, maximum volume.
Play Mambo number 5.
You didn't even say Alexa.
You've got to say Alexa. No, that's for them. That's for them shit Carl said. It's like
Siri
Simon.
one. Do a
Alexa,
Siri
ring
one.
the police.
No, is that an option?
It is if you've got your phone connected. Yeah.
Hey Google.
Hello.
I couldn't think of anything to say.
Hey, Google, set a 7-hour timer. Max volume.
That's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Hey, Google. I got nothing. The police are on the way.
Right, we've got some icks. This first one is from Lucy. A lad I dated for a few weeks was leaving my house once and the gate at the end of the path was closed. Instead of opening the gate like a normal person, he jumped over it and then turned around and did some jazz hands. I never saw him again.
I quite like him. I think that's
turn on.
pretty cool. Yeah. That's hot.
He shouldn't have turned around. He should have just walked off. That would have been cool.
Yeah, the jump and the walk away.
Yeah.
No, you got to acknowledge what you just done. You know? Ooh.
This one is from Ashley. I've been seeing my girlfriend for over 6 months now and never saw her eat an apple until last week. She ate it all, even the core, as she said it was a waste to not finish it. It's given me serious doubts on how long we're going to be together.
God, it's horrible, isn't it?
That's a woman who's got, like, she's down for commitment, isn't she? She sees something through to the end. She doesn't stop when it gets tough.
Marry her.
That's
Oh,
true,
so
actually.
you're
yeah.
thinking it's the opposite of an ick.
Yeah.
Seeds and all.
So if someone you were seeing,
And she likes a seed down the back of her neck as well. So you can come in it.
Oh, right, we're going.
And she's got a tree in her belly.
Yeah, and she was raised in the woods by bears. The fuck are you eating?
Bears love apples.
Oh, bear will smash
Bears
an
love
apple.
beets.
Yeah.
So right, next one. This
No,
is
it's
from-
awful. It's
Yeah,
not
it's bad,
awful.
isn't
We've
it?
been nice about it. Terrible.
What are you talking about?
You're just crunching the whole thing while making eye contact. These
What's
are
wrong
good
with
for
that?
you. These are good for you. Even the fucking.
Nothing wrong with it.
But it's weird she'd not eaten one before and then she just went like that.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't.
No, he's
just
just
for
not
clarity,
seen
he's
her.
not seen it. That wasn't her first apple.
Maybe.
In fact, if
She
it was her
probably
first
hides.
apple, it's even more forgivable. Because maybe she just hasn't heard how to do it.
Like edamame beans.
Where's she from? What's this? What's this? It's fruit. What are you calling this? An apple? Mad. I'll just do it whole.
Dan, have you ever seen Laura ride a bike?
Why does that sound like a euphemism? Yes, I have. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Why?
No, I questioned whether Sarah could ride one for years because she'd never done it.
I bet she loved that.
But then she could.
Every morning, can you ride bikes? In question,
She
you on
was
this for
adamant she
years.
could, and I was like, I've never seen you ride a bike though. And then she could. I just wondering if you've never seen Laura do something Monday.
Yeah,
Took her in the
I
loft.
bought her a bike for a birthday once. She was like, "Oh my god, this great present." She never rode it, and we sold it. She's not asked. Doesn't enjoy it.
She's hard to please, isn't she?
Oh yeah, until this morning. Yeah.
This morning.
What?
Before work.
Sex was this morning.
Yeah.
You took a hymn this morning.
Yeah.
You still jazzy now?
No, it's not Viagra. Once again, it's all right. I've got it. I'm not going to shag you.
Me too.
Right, next one. This is from an anonymous lady. My ex-boyfriend used to add .com to his sentences. He'd always say, "I'm confused.com" if he was puzzled.
Are you sure he wasn't just looking for car insurance?
It could have been.
I'm confused.com. Maybe he's just like got voices in his head. And they're like, where'd you go for car insurance? I'm confused.com, me.
Compare the market.com.
I mean, he sounds like an absolute uber gimp.
Yeah.
Oh, this is bloody lovely.com.
Oh, can you imagine how long he'd last within like a half-mile radius of me and you on a night out?
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa, don't forget your coat. It is rainy.co.uk out here.
Anyone who uses like those, like they're in the sort of like popular jokey terms, too late and out of place. That's
Like
that got to be.
hollybobs and stuff like
Holly
that.
bobs.
Hollybobs and
But
stuff like that.
if you're shagging a guy who's going, "What's that?" Like, that has got to be
as
an
he
ick, innit?
comes.
He's on a register.com, I think.
I'm never shagging a guy.
Next one. This is from Lucy. My boyfriend eats ice.
Lucy's fit, mate.
I eat ice.
Wait. My boyfriend eats ice, but not just crushed ice from Nando's. He'll regularly stick massive ice cubes in his mouth, not only from his drinks, but also from his ice cube tray in our freezer.
That's mad.
So it's like a snack.
Yeah, no, going to the ice cube tray and getting an ice cube out and being like, I'm just going to have a little snack. That's mad. But like, I will chew the ice at the end of a drink.
Of course.
Nah, that goes through me.
No,
that.
it feels
I can't-
great when you go,
Yeah, it's class.
That's one of them. Do you know them sounds that go through you? Someone biting ice. That I can't deal with that.
Love it.
Like, one of
Makes me
my
feel
sort of anxieties that I get regularly is when I'm doing that and then someone asks me a question and I have to look another grown adult in the eye and finish an ice cube. Like, because in there, they're like, Adam's not eating right now. He couldn't possibly be eating. He's got no food in front of him. So he's probably fair for this question. Adam, who do you think should be the next Liverpool manager? And I'm just there chewing away on an ice cube. Takes you a minute to finish it. And I'm like, and he's slot, mate, up the slotters.
Did you ever make like Coke ones when you were a kid?
Yeah.
So sick. Like pour like Coke into the ice and then,
Oh, we had actual molds.
No, I don't mean just in the freezer. I mean,
I thought you meant in the ice. I thought you were making ice cube Coke ice cubes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pour it in, the ice
In
cube.
an ice cube tray.
What are you doing?
We had molds where my mum used to get little sticks
yeah,
and we
yeah,
made
yeah,
ice
yeah,
pops.
This is
yeah.
a lolly ice. This is like,
Oh, sorry.
I've got chalk ices at home. I've
You
got
do
fun.
that with an actual Coke and you've made an elite drink. You put the Coke ice cubes
Guys,
in a
you
Coke.
are blowing my mind. You've got frozen Coke
Yeah.
as the
You put it in
cubes
Coke?
in a Coke.
Yeah.
So then it doesn't water down.
Yeah.
Have you heard of chalk icing? It's a sex. Apparently, people freeze their own shit and then they use it as a sex thing. Shove up their
My
arse.
mum was always doing that.
Yeah.
That's an eco-friendly dildo, isn't it?
You've got chalk ice at home, son. An home one with the dirty.
Don't put a stick in that. Oh. Can I say, Nick? The ice cube tray. I just think it's.
We get
just
bags of ice.
Get bags of ice,
I can't
man.
be arsed
I
for
hate
it.
the
Yeah,
ice
it's fucking
cube tray.
annoying, isn't it? Yeah.
It's
That's
horrible.
an ick, is it? If a woman's got an ice cube tray.
Yo, I'm out. That's honestly, Laura would be
you
gone.
get back with a woman after, you've been on a first date, you've wooed her, she's brought you home, and she's gone, I'm just going to go and freshen up, and you have a look in the freezer, as you would,
Yeah.
and she's got an ice cube tray, and you're
You
like,
always
not for
check
me,
the
I'm
freezer.
leaving.
Getting off.
It's
We buy bags of party ice.
you know how to party.
Yeah.
How would you react if you went on a first date, right, and you got back to yours, and you're like, I'm just going to go to the toilet, I'll be back in a minute, and you came back into your kitchen, and she was just rummaging through your freezer.
I love these.
Like a fox.
Only smiley faces, I'm starving.
Oh, you're hungry? What are you doing?
Come on, look what you've got.
Most lads would be like, yeah, she's fucking mental or hungry or homeless or something, but you'd still be like, I'll probably bang.
Yeah.
Most women would be like, oh my God, get out.
There's not much she could be doing in that kitchen to stop me having sex if I'm drunk and it's a...
Oh, don't
Unless, obviously, if she said no, that would stop me.
What if
kick, scream.
What if she got one of your big knives and she was just doing that on the table?
With hand.
Oh,
That'd turn me on.
that would end up being the best sex
You're messing
ever.
me table up. Fuck off.
That's a turn on.
And you blunt
That's
me
a
now.
power move from here, that.
What is it?
Like, hold that knife to my throat and suck my dick.
So you moved your hand out the way.
Long arms.
You moved your hand out the way so you were just stabbing the table.
Yeah, you got to be safe.
Last one. This is from Leah. Major ick. My boyfriend speaks to his mum every night before bed when I'm trying to get a little bit frisky with him.
That's fucking hot. No, I'm kidding.
How often do you ring your mum?
Ring me mum.
Yeah.
Twice a week.
Okay.
But I'll text her every other day.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
You'd have to get a Ouija board out.
Yeah, that's what I do before sex.
What are you doing, Dan? Shut up. Hello, mum.
Turn the light off.
I don't know if that's normal. How often
Hey.
you live with your mum, don't you?
Yeah.
You speak to her a lot less when you leave.
Checking. Maybe.
Just inevitably. She's not
Yeah,
there.
you're allowed to speak to your mum before bed, when you say night.
Yeah, not if the... Yeah.
How often do you speak to your mother, Red?
Once a day, I think, but not...
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a good lad.
Yeah. Not before bed, then that's weird, isn't it?
Do you call her or text?
Cool. She doesn't call me.
You call your mum
Snapchat?
every day, yeah, that's
Pretty much,
That's
yeah.
great.
I Snapchat my mum every night. That's a nick.
That's probably the future.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah, when parents... Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, fucking gimps.
Well,
I ring her once every couple of days just to see how she is, but I'll text her most days. Just like idle chat.
but my mum can't text, really, so I just ring.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's pointless, yeah.
Sounds healthy.
Yeah.
yeah you got to keep
Yeah, I
your...
was
Yeah, I
breastfed
text my
till I
dad
was
twice a year.
23.
He ignores at least one of them. It's good.
Does he text you, though?
What?
Does he text you?
No.
Well, there you go.
And if he does, it's in full capitals and it feels like he's shouting at me.
Dan, hello!
I messaged him in February when I was in London.
That's a text like that.
Old people?
It
Someone they know.
It didn't go on 2 blue ticks for like 3 weeks. He didn't even look at it for 3 weeks and then didn't reply. It's a mental.
Did you say anything interesting, though?
I was in a pub in London where he told me this story years ago. He went down for a works conference and it was near Hyde Park Corner near, I always say it, Marylebone. Marylebone.
Yeah.
Marylebone. And he went in a pub for a pint because he had a couple of hours to kill. And it was the City of Quebec pub. And he sat down. He was like, oh, it's sound afternoon pint, really good. And then he noticed that all the guys in there were dead friendly. And he was like, yeah, it's a friendly pint, everything. And then a guy came over and went, hey, how you doing? Where you from? And he was like, oh, shit, really friendly. And then the guy was like, you're a good-looking guy. And he was like, this is a gay pub, innit?
It's a church.
And my dad went, is this a gay pub? And he was like, yeah, it's one of the most famous gay pubs around here. And my dad was like, all right, cool, I've misjudged it. So when me and Isham went for our little boozy in West London, I went, I'd like to go and have a pint in this pub because I heard about it fucking 15 years ago. And I thought it'd be funny to go, hey, Dad, look where I am. And do you remember this story? He just ignored it. And I go,
So you've gone out of your
Maybe
way
he thought
to
you were coming
actually-
out and he just disowned you.
I'm gay. This is how I told you. I'm at the City of Quebec. Nothing back.
You know what
at
I
all.
mean.
Nothing
How old
back.
is he, though? How old's your father?
He's 30 years older than me, so 148.
Would it be a
He's
surprise to him if you came out now?
He's 72. If what?
Would it be a surprise to your dad if you came out now?
2 kids.
Bit of a shock.
Yeah.
I think more to my wife Laura.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. But also, he would never find out that I'd come out because he wouldn't look at the text. So there's that in there.
Did that make you sad, Dan?
I mean, it's not ideal. I'd rather speak to my mum every day.
Yeah.
Innit? It's a bit one way. All right. Remember this sound, innit? Nah, nothing.
You should have FaceTimed them.
What?
Like video call.
No, I'm all right. It's just easy to just send a little message, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Are you doing that as just lip service, though? Do you actually want to message him?
It's different when you've got a relationship with someone that is very low key and like you don't want to be the person who's like, hey, you're right. You don't want to keep hounding them. Don't know. So you get a bit defensive, don't you? So I just message them when I'm in gay pubs. So it's mainly it's mainly Saturday night 3 a.m. every Saturday. Dad, I'm here again.
I'm at church.
Oh, from before.
Gay church.
Nicely done. Is that all the X, kid?
Yeah, that's all the
Oh,
X.
well done. We've got a little bit of advice. There's a jingle playing, Red. We're not all just sitting awkwardly.
I thought of an ick the other day and I forgot about it.
That's fire. Clip that. For everyone who is annoyed by how I'm wearing my headphones, something's wrong with my ear on this side and I can't wear headphones.
Is it still fucked?
Apparently I'm a visual fuck. That's what I've been called. Advice. Hello, boys. Lady listener here. I need some advice and I think you lot will be perfect to give it. I've been with my fella for 2 years and we're talking about getting engaged. He's a bit older than me and has 2 kids from his first marriage, an 11-year-old girl who is a little sweetie and a 14-year-old lad who, frankly, hasn't really warmed to me. Now, I'm not saying you lot are childish, more that you're in touch with your inner kid and you've all been 14-year-old boys at some point. For Dan, it was a while ago, obviously. I was wondering what I can do to get a teenage lad on side. Any help would be really appreciated.
I've seen enough porn to know where this is going.
He's only 14, so you're going to have to wait a couple of years.
Yeah, too.
I literally read this and this hadn't gone in my head as like porn.
That's all I heard from the start. Yeah.
Honestly,
it's the plot of every porno.
Yep.
She's
He
literally
is.
just read every...
He's wanking to her every day.
Yeah.
It's not the plot to every porn.
A
It's a
lot
bit
more
more detail.
pornos.
There's not usually an 11-year-old girl who's a sweetie as part of it. It's usually just one big-titted, non-realistic MILF.
Yeah.
And it's the porn star who looks 17,
That's
but he's
the funny
actually
thing, yeah.
28 and like weighs 8 stone, but has an absolute conker of a cock. No one has ever used that.
Conkers are just... That's what
Conker, Uncle Dink.
I meant conker. I meant
stonker.
That's like a conker, that mate.
You should see it's the size of a conker.
Yeah, I mean, there's tension there because he wants to fuck.
Yeah.
He can't because he's not old enough.
Buy him a PlayStation and then fuck him at 16.
Wow. Is that all it's going to take at 14?
Yeah, for 2 years that'll put his mind off.
Or
you know.
Xbox.
Yeah, get him some FIFA points.
Oh,
Hey, here's a PS5. I can't fuck you yet. There you go. See you in 2 years. That's not a threat. I know you're into it.
That is what's going on, though.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is why
probably.
he's awkward with it.
Or
is
we
it?
don't know. She might be horrifically ugly. And then he's like, oh, she's horrible.
Yeah.
No
Wow.
offense if you are.
Maybe he's still wanking over her because of the fantasy, but he's disgusted with himself.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
such
yeah,
a
he
fucking
hates
tramp.
himself.
And he's like, he hates
Yeah.
himself, but then he's projecting that hatred onto her.
He's getting post-nut guilt just by, no, I did it again.
he's coming of age, isn't he? He's seeing women for what they are.
But also, the kid's 11. Of course, she's gonna like it. Just you give him a bag of sweets. He's going through all sorts, you know, in his mind.
Nicholas.
So he fucking.
There's a feature given, I suppose.
I think it might just be that 14-year-old hormonal lads fucking don't like everyone,
No.
most people. I think they just want to be left the fuck alone. I honestly think, good advice-wise, don't try and ask people for what you can do for a 14-year-old lad. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
He's 14. He wants to be left alone to play computer games and wank.
Yeah,
just
that's it.
leave it. Don't be like, how can we be friends? He doesn't want to be mates with anyone.
She probably learns like footballers' names, and he goes, she'd be like,
Oh, I hear Mbappe might be going to Real Madrid.
Yeah, and he's a fuck
full of
off.
acne, wants to be ignored.
Wank me off when I'm in 2 years.
We're not getting past that, are we? All right, cool. I forgot what podcast we were doing there. Yeah, you just suck him off. Not yet, love. Not yet. And good luck with your new family. Yeah. You know what you're after. Dirty girl. Did you honestly think you were going to get proper advice? It's on you. Red, it's been a fucking pleasure having you on, mate.
Cheers, guys. Thank you very much.
That was a corker.
Tell everyone where they can find you on the internet.
I'm at Red Richardson Comedy on Instagram and TikTok, and going on tour from September
Oh, nice.
2024 this year.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful
So tour tickets, come on my website. Whatever. Go on my Instagram.
Get your conker out.
Don't come on my website. Instagram. Click on those links there.
Sick.
Cheers, guys. Thanks a lot.
Saturday, the 11th of May, we've got the Comedians Club Chester, my gig in Chester. We've got Alan Cochrane.
Good that you put that in Chester.
Yeah?
Comedians Club Chester.
It's the Comedians Club
Being in
Chester.
Chester. You know.
Yeah, it is in Chester if you're worried. Yeah. And Garrett Millerick is closing. So Saturday, the 11th of May, tickets at comediansclubchester.com. And it's in Chester.
Okay. 16th of May, I'm in Coventry. 18th of May, I'm in Liverpool. They are the only 2 tour shows left. I'm excited.
Going to be massive. But we got a tune, Finn.
Yeah, just before that, if you could go and, I said it last week, but I've got a song out on the 10th of May. If you could go and
Don't
pre-save
plug yourself. It's really uncouth.
Oh.
Go on.
I'm going to go to any of my social medias. The link's in the bio. If you could pre-save that, it helps me out a great deal. This week, we've got a band called Paler Shade, one word, and this is their debut tune, Gets You By.
Enjoy.
What's the band called?
Paler Shade.
Paler Shade, one word.
Yeah.
And it's called Get You By.
Yeah.
We are Paler Shade. This is Get You By.
Cheers, Red. Appreciate you.
Cheers, guys.
I'm gonna get you.
Did you play like a song at the end?
Yeah, and we slag it off every week.
Okay.